I'm certainly interested.
I am Ivar, formerly the commander of the Bastion's forces. Now, I seek a way to redeem the loss of the Great Wall and to return my family to its honourable position once more. For money, influence or power, I will do whatever it takes and earn my name back.
Ivelios Oakenheel is a half-elven gentleman and sea dog who graduated the Imperial Academy as an alchemist in his young days. And though he is most well known as the daring captain of the legendary privateer sea demon hunter, the Inevitable Demise, the piratical alchemist, as he is known, is still rumoured to be the driving force behind some of Aleria's most recent alchemical innovations.
Janus Ricot, a human boy raised into nobility by his lesser-known knightly parents, forged into a soldier to fight against demonkind, a hero to the common folk as well as their protector, a paragon to fellow soldiers and bane to all demons, general of the 7th Army and Archdemon's plight, Bellum's demise and the slayer of war, the Warbreaker.
Eric Lythe, having been abandoned in the forest as a baby, he survived by joining with the very essence of nature. He's been fighting in the war against humans every day for 120 years, even rumoured to have slain 200,000 in 1 week. He is always working.
Hello and welcome back to the fifth episode, fifth session of the Legends of Aleria D&D campaign. I'm not going to ask how everyone's doing today because we're in the middle of combat and we're just going to get right into what happened last week. So you all set sail from Alerians, the capital, to travel south to go to the city of Rulum to locate a prisoner held in the Black Cell. As soon as you exited the river, the mouth of the river, and got into the open ocean, pretty much as soon as, maybe within like 20-30 minutes, you were assaulted. I'll say attacked, actually. Assaulted doesn't make it sound very nice. You were attacked by a gigantic burning Kraken-like creature that erupted, and it started tilting the ship around and smashing you with its fiery tentacles, which did not feel great. And we just finished off as Eric had struck it with a total of, I think, 87 points of lightning damage, because he scored a nice critical hit, and it kind of lanced up the whole creature. It spasmed slightly, and then it let out a big groan, which kind of shook the air, and it collapsed backwards, releasing the ship, which swayed backwards, and it splashed back down into the ocean, and it's currently rocking quite violently. The large T-Rex fell back to the deck of the ship, taking 2d6 damage, which is 9. You take 9 points of falling damage as the T-Rex falls from the grasp of one of the Kraken tentacles. And you can kind of see as well the other tentacles that were wrapped around the ship go limp and start to kind of flop down and slide off each side of the ship, leaving the wood underneath it kind of like, burned and scorched slightly. And we just continue, really. We just finished on Eric's round of initiative, so if you're not doing anything else, we will go around to Janus, who is currently in the grasp, not the grasp, in the belly or the throat
The
or
warm
somewhere.
embrace.
Enveloped in the delicious folds of the Kraken.
Hell yeah.
After he's been swallowed. So at the moment, I'll describe what you see. So basically, you can see slightly because you have a flaming sword that sheds kind of light around you. However, kind of pressed up against your face is like the red fleshy interior of its wherever you are. You're not well versed on Kraken anatomy, so you don't know what part of it you're in. But you cannot see. You can't really see around because you're just pressed into it, and you're currently restrained just due to the kind of pressure of its muscles, but you do feel kind of like a lurching kind of sense of vertigo as the Kraken starts to fall. However, you probably do not want to know exactly what's going on. And it's quite uncomfortable because I think all of its muscles have just spasmed greatly. So what are you doing on this round of combat?
Can I just keep slashing until I kind of get myself free? Or
Yes, sure.
Yeah. Do I just attack?
That is how you slash.
Yeah.
You will have a disadvantage though because you're restrained inside the
Okay.
creature.
Let me roll that again. There.
Unless you're really angry about it.
Oh yes, are you recklessly
Yeah.
attacking? Do you remember how barbarians work?
Yeah, I know how they work. I'll go reckless, so I'll just go with the 21 then. If that's alright.
No, it's not. Yeah, that's fine. Just roll your damage.
And then my second attack as well. Which is a crit.
Ooh.
There we go.
What are these faces, Michael?
I'm just looking at the damage. Are you going to tell everyone what damage you've just done?
Done a lot.
A bit. A bit of
Well,
damage.
for people who can't see the rolls, that was just 67 damage.
Yeah.
Two
The perks of building a character specifically just for combat. You know, that's the whole point of fighters and barbarians, right?
I
Didn't
hate
need
it.
to.
Yeah, you tear some large, not as large as you're expecting, but you tear some decent sized chunks in the kind of the muscle and the fleshy wall of the creature. But I mean, it starts to bleed, but that just kind of messes up with your vision a little bit more as it gets kind of a bit harder and a bit more grim in there. What's the T-Rex doing?
Is any of the Kraken still above water and like reachable?
I mean, yes. So the Kraken, its body like completely fell backwards and it splashed into the ocean, and it's just kind of floating there at the moment. It's not sinking.
Right, I'm fairly certain, and I googled this, but from what use Google was, I don't think T-Rexes could swim very well. So
I think they could swim across like rivers and stuff.
yeah, I wouldn't
I
want to
mean-
launch myself into the sea.
From my great experience playing Ark, they can swim,
Oh, terrifying, yeah.
but yes.
They just
No,
kind of
they
bob
can't,
around
yeah.
because
The
they
hard
don't really
way.
have a good ballast system because they've got quite
Yeah.
impotent front limbs.
Yeah, I think they float, from what I
Okay.
remember. And I
Right,
think
that
they can kind
confirms
of
my-
swim because they've got
Just
really long back legs. But probably
Walking
not
with
really.
dinosaurs. That there was a T-Rex that swam in that, I'm pretty sure.
Let's Google this.
I'm not going to launch myself into the ocean.
Nah,
Am I able to
can't
kind
climb
of
back on the boat.
Jump on
lean
the
over
T-Rex.
and kind of basically what I was hoping to do was like grab a tentacle and kind of pull so that it doesn't sink under the water, but I don't know if I've missed
I mean,
the boat.
boat's going
there.
to be like many feet above the water, so it's
Okay.
probably not within your neck reaching
problem.
range.
That's fair.
What reaches your attack? Is your
Don't
bite
think
attack?
I don't think it has reach.
I mean, it would probably be 10 feet if any. Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't really.
10
Oh,
feet
10 feet,
reach
yeah.
on your bite and your tail. Tentacle? You have a tentacle. You wish you had
Oh,
one
no.
of these tentacles.
You don't want to see
T-Rex.
You
it.
know what? No, I'm good.
There goes Ivan.
Okay, in which case, I don't think there is anything I can really do. We confirmed last time that I know allies from
Yeah.
enemies, so I'm not gonna go for anyone else. I'm gonna look over the edge and be like, oh, there goes a friend.
Eric is going to look into the eyes of the T-Rex and see if he can read in the T-Rex's eyes whether they want to be back in their original state again.
Oh, this is going to require a nice
Ooh.
performance, I think. A performance and maybe an insight.
Okay.
On the
think-
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Performance from the T-Rex, insight from me.
Yeah, who needs to be higher though?
I've got a.
think
I've
we
never
need
had
to
a
kind of-
minus
I think you just
charisma.
both
Need to
need to
kind
have a
of match
decently
up.
high, yeah.
My insight was 23.
Oh no.
I got a 6.
Right.
Nice.
I mean, what are you kind of doing to try and convey that you want to be back into your original body?
I do like a full Titanic moment of kind of like just looking over the side, the single T-Rex tear.
Like crocodile tears, but worse.
Also, you got a
just
6.
kind of-
How poorly did you roll?
I rolled a
Probably-
7, and then I've
yeah,
got a
oh.
minus charisma as a T-Rex.
Yeah, the
so
T-Rex stat.
Oh,
T-Rex
'cause you're
They're
you're
not
T-Rex.
I can't roll.
You're not a
For
bard.
some
lower
reason,
than-
yeah, T-Rexes are not proficient in performance, which I think
That's
is
weird.
great oversight in this game.
Definitely.
Bizarre.
Cowards.
Who would have thought it?
As we all know, T-Rexes are the best theater players.
T stands for theatre kid.
It's a theatre Rex. Wow.
Oh, I love that.
King of the
Yeah,
theatre.
so I think I will just maybe stand there looking a bit sad and hold my action. I don't know what for, so I'll just looking sad can be my action. There we go.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, with your insight, it's up to you. Up to you how you want to construe this.
I think I could see a T-Rex sat there doing nothing. I think Eric would also just think that I put him in this T-Rex for this fight, and the fight is seemingly over. There's nothing attacking us. So I think Eric will you know how someone would slick their hair back? He does that, but on the mushroom cap. He just swipes back along the top, and the concentration on the polymorph is dropped.
Lovely, we can get rid of this bloody token.
Aw.
No, the dino.
It's
It's
you.
just as green.
Where do you unpolymorph from? You unpolymorph a little bit in the air, and you kind of drop down onto your feet.
Okay.
As yourself again. So, if that's your turn, then Janet,
Yes.
in your mushy, red-tinted vision of inside the Kraken, you feel something different to the sensation that you've been getting used to these past, 12 seconds? 18 seconds? Not very long. But you feel something grip around your ankle. As much as you can feel something grip you through like full plate mail, but you feel something wrap around your ankle, and your armor starts to heat up.
Fun.
Quite quickly. It gets very uncomfortable very, very fast, and you're going to take 2d8 points of fire damage. You take 6 points of fire damage.
Is that halved already?
Nope. You're going to have to do that math yourself.
3, so there we go.
Good job.
Maths is a struggle.
Yes, so that's what you feel.
Nice. Oh, I need to do this quickly, actually.
God damn it, Wilston. Why are you trying to kill him now? You only just met him.
I was trying to kill anybody.
So you feel whatever has grabbed your ankle, it kind of pulls on you. And you feel like the form of something trying to like squeeze past you in the throat of the Kraken. It's kind of behind you, so you can't really see it. But you feel something try and move past you. And then we go to Wilston.
Ew.
All right.
I don't like this.
I have a question, Gage.
Okay, I
Is this
may or may not have an
Kraken's-
answer.
Is this Kraken like sinking down right now?
No, not from what you can see.
No.
It is.
Okay, so
floating
it's just kind of like bobbing in the water, dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump overboard.
on top of it.
No, on the water next to it.
Okay.
And I will walk on the water because I have a ring of water walking.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I'm start. What do I have that's like
Oh,
cutting? I have a dagger. I'm gonna start cutting away into it.
Where are you going to try and cut in on the Kraken? Make a survival check. You're not very proficient with Kraken anatomy.
Survival, you say?
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Two.
I know
Okay.
exactly where to cut.
So,
the
I mean,
tentacle.
looking at the Kraken, it is literally just like a mass of tentacles with a big blob on the top of it, and it's like you don't really know where you want to go. So you just stab into it, like, I don't know, maybe just above one of the tentacles, like where it's kind of faces a little bit, trying to find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just start gunning.
Lovely. So you can do that for a little bit. And Ivar then.
For all his technological advancements, he just jumps on this thing with a knife and is just like, "Fuck you! Cut your goddamn face off!" Well, can I get in its mouth? To you. If I get over to, let's see, how far can I go? What? How do I do it again?
You press Control.
Control.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's far too keen to get into the water with this thing.
Yeah. So I can
I'm
make
sure
it over
gives
to the
great
edge.
cuddles.
Can I see if there's a way to like get into its mouth?
So, I mean, I'll try to draw out for you. So, at the moment, it's kind of like this and bits more out of it. Like, this is how big it is floating in the ocean.
Yeah.
So there's like a big platform, and you can, yeah, I mean, you can see where its mouth is. Yeah.
Okay. That's.
It's kind of like just
potential.
Here. Ooh, alright, I'll get rid of its token.
Saving Private Janus.
Yep.
There
So
it is.
there's potential because when it comes to my spells, not many options really. You know what? I'm gonna try something.
Ooh.
I'm going to try and does that need vision? Yeah. That does need vision. I'm going to cast Arcane Hand.
What does that do?
Wow.
I'm glad you asked. Because...
It is incredible.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let me just link this up. There we go.
Because I have no idea.
Me neither. Arcane Hand.
Play. There
Oh,
we
God,
go.
That's a bloody long description.
It is huge,
Yeah.
but within
It has so many things.
120 feet, I can conjure a large hand of shimmering, translucent force in an unoccupied space I can see within that range.
So it's like it's like Mage Hand that's been on the
It's
juice.
Mage Hand, but on steroids.
Yeah. It's done
it
a
has
little bit of.
strength of
That's fucking
26.
badass.
That is
Yes, it has
pretty
a
damn
strength
cool.
of 26. So this big, basically, like gauntleted arcane hand appears, and I'd basically like to reach down its throat and try and fetch Janus out of it.
I mean, so you could maybe pull the mouth open.
Sure. This round, then I'll do as much as I can, and I will open said gob.
Okay. I'm thinking you could get your hand in, and then just like you could get some fingers in like the top of its mouth and pull it open and just try and get
Right.
open it as much as possible. You just make a strength for the hand then. Strength check.
Okay, that is a strength
Plus
check
8.
of +8. So D20 +8. 11.
Oh.
Okay, it's a good start.
So you do get a couple of fingers in, and you open kind of the top lip. You pull it open, and you make a funny face. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it for now. Yeah.
Okay, so as you, I won't actually. No. I'll describe what happens, and then we can end your turn if you want to end your turn. So
I can't really do anything else, so...
Yeah, so you open the mouth, and you see something that doesn't look like a Janus, busy crawling its way out of its mouth. And this figure, it does not look like one of the crew that has been swallowed. In fact, it looks very much like a demonic creature.
lordy.
It's a humanoid shape with lots of different kind of horns in its head, and big kind of like red tattoos that you would recognize almost immediately as being some form of like arcane tattoos across his shoulder and his arms. And how he's climbing out of the throat is he's using a giant flaming trident to try and like stab it into the wall and pull himself out. And he is currently... Well, I'll say, do you want to do anything now that you've seen him?
Got the mouth again.
I'd probably call out to the others.
Okay.
Just let them know. There's something coming out, and it's not Janus.
And then are you ending your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to use his movement. Oh, wait 1 second, I can show you a lovely picture of him.
Oh, lordy.
New character artwork, there we go.
Boss fight.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, why is it not showing up on there?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
Oh, no,
He looks
thank you.
real friendly.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he
A
is
new pal.
very, very friendly.
Are they?
And he is busy crawling out of the mouth of the Kraken. And at the end of your turn, he's going to complete that movement. As he pulls himself up out of the mouth, he kind of like looks at your hand and then looks up at the ship and spots you, and he locks eyes like directly at you. And you hear a booming voice as he just says, "Thank you." And then it's Evelios.
You're not welcome. Get back in.
So
He said it with kind of like a mocking, like a slight grin in one side of his mouth.
No. First things first, Gage. When I was dropped by the tentacle, can you remind me how much damage I took? Did I take damage? Because I think
I'm fairly certain you already took the damage, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a bother. In which case, I'm still conscious. Delightful. Oh, the joys of being conscious. At which point, I am going to look straight at this new guy that's approaching, and I am going to just raise the point of my rapier at it and go, "No, you are not welcome here today. Please get lost." And I'm going to use panache, which is one of my rogue features. Stick it in chat there.
As an action, you can make a persuasion check.
Yep. Contested by insight.
It
You
has
must.
disadvantage on attacking anyone who isn't you.
Yep. Because I assume that it is hostile.
Lovely. Just remind me of that. Until one of your companions attacks a target. Okay.
Yep.
Actually, it's got to succeed its wisdom save. It rolled a 15.
15. I have. Where is my persuasion? My persuasion is. Persuasion. Oh, that should be. Doubled. There we are. That's a 16.
Lovely. So, it's not charmed by you. Well, you don't know. Well, it's not charmed by you because it is hostile, right? It only gets charmed if it's not hostile.
Yes. So if it is hostile, it has the disadvantages.
Yep.
If it's not, it gets charmed.
Yep.
So.
That's absolutely fine.
And then I'm going to use my movement to move. Yeah. Yeah, about all the way over here. Because I am looking well beaten up.
Yes, you are.
So I'm like, you're going to have to get to me first. Looking all intimidating while I'm like bleeding heavily from the back.
Lovely.
So like my front looks all glorious, and then my back is just...
So after your turn, Ivar, you're still looking down at this creature. You see it. You see some of its arcane runes start to glow as it pulls one of its hands up, and like fire starts to come up from the floor, which shrouds its body. And when the fires disappear, you see that the creature has also disappeared, and he has now reappeared on the balcony of the ship, just about here. Balcony,
Counterspell.
not balcony. Are you counterspelling?
I'm going to attempt to counterspell.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Is it a spell?
interesting.
Ah, yes. First of all, if it's not a spell, I don't think it works.
I think it would work, actually.
Okay.
It's a good question. It's a legendary action to use Misty Step, but it doesn't use any... I think it would work. It doesn't use spell slots.
It's
I think
it's
it
casting a
would work.
spell, but without using like a resource for it. But
Yes.
it is casting the spell.
I think you would be able to counterspell that if you want.
Then I will counterspell, and it will not happen.
Yeah, so the fire comes
Yeah.
up, and then it disappears, and he's still stood there, and he kind of like, looks around. He looks
There's just
slightly
like this
confused.
fierce blue glow over one of the like the tattoos over Ivar's face, and his eyes are just glowing, and he's like, and then it just subsides, and he's like, oh.
Lovely. Eric, then.
Has Eric encountered any? And does he recognize anything like this?
Roll me a history check.
Okie dokie. I've got a lovely plus
Ooh,
0.
I get power surge.
16 on the
Ooh.
dice.
You have seen creatures that wield tridents before. They are... So, the demon army, mostly kind of like foot soldiers and stuff. However, they do have some legions of demons who work, in the water. Specifically, they kind of work with other demonic like creatures of the ocean to assault the front lines from different angles and such. And this is one of those creatures. They don't have they have like individual names. They don't have like a race name. And obviously you wouldn't know his name, but this is a creature that you have seen before. At least versions of him.
So I could make the assumption that this creature was attacking us with the Kraken on purpose.
You can assume that this Kraken was under the control of this demon.
I call them generally sea demons.
Yes, they are known for good magical skills that they use to kind of buff and enhance the creatures that they are like using with fire or with a shield spell when somebody casts magic missile.
Oh, damn it.
So yes, you would recognize this creature as one of those.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to cast, as a bonus action, Healing Word on our 3 HP friend, Mr. Ivelios. So you get 7 HP. I am... Eric is going to shout out to everyone that this person was controlling the demon and they were and are still attacking us. And he is going to use his action to use the spell that he's still concentrating on, the 4th level called Lightning, to do 5d10
is it a
lightning damage.
Dex save?
It is a...
Or con save?
The dex save.
Yeah,
Dex
yours.
save.
Yeah,
Dex
yours.
save.
Your lightning spell was the con save, wasn't it?
Oh, mine. Yeah.
Yeah, yours was
My
con.
one's
The other one's dex.
Oh, mine's gone because arcane hand's concentration.
Okay. Noted. 15.
My DC is 17, so it
Lovely.
fails.
Any damage.
So it
Let's go,
takes...
nuclear.
Oh, wait
Also,
1 second, actually. My bad. It has an advantage. It rolled a 22 on the second one.
Hissing
Okay.
fart flaps.
That's fine. Well, I apologise to Bella Rex for dropping concentration on that, but let's see how this goes. So it takes 27 halved to 14 lightning damage.
Lovely. You do see it strike the creature, and it lances through his body slightly, and it lets out a small kind of like growl. It is going to. It's going to attempt the teleport again. So again, more fire comes up from its from where it stood. And
Sorry, I will move. By the way, just at the end of my turn. I'll
that's
move
fine.
a bit
Go for
closer.
it. And notwithstanding any more counter spells, he will teleport up onto the balcony.
I reach up, but it's too late.
So he doesn't have any of them. He stands there. He's quite a tall figure, with, like I said, the trident in one hand, and he just surveys you all with a slight angry look on his face. Janice, so you have started to see a bit more as the mouth of the Kraken has been open, and you can kind of like look around, and you do see open sky above you, so you will be able to crawl out with maybe like an athletics check or something like that if you want, or if you want to stay in the nice, cozy, warm embrace of the Kraken.
I will try and climb out. I'm pretty sure I've got an
You sure?
advantage of it as well. Yeah.
Are you sure I couldn't convince you otherwise? It is very warm.
Stay in the Kraken
It
permanently.
is very, very comfortable, actually.
I'm going to climb out. Or try to, at least.
No, I'll let you climb out with that. I mean, it's dead. It's not resisting you. So you can climb out with a 14. You just kind of grip like handfuls of flesh and like pull yourself out. Your armor is still extremely hot at this point, but not to the point that it's hurting you yet.
Nice.
And you use, I would say you use about 20 feet of your movement to get out of the mouth. And then you have another 10 feet to do what you would like with that.
Just, I guess, go to the end of the mouth. Or like the edge of the mouth.
Yeah.
Do I see this creature?
I mean, yes, he stood on the... I keep saying balcony, but I don't mean balcony. I mean like the... What is it called?
Railing?
What?
Balustrade?
Side.
Just the side, yeah, I don't know, balustrade.
How
Doom.
far away is he from me?
So he's about 25 feet away. He's kind of like up in a diagonal way.
Let me just check something quickly. Sure.
God.
Has Hal passed his curse on to you?
Oh, maybe.
Sorry.
It just keeps everything freezes, and then
Yeah.
I have to
I'm good.
quit it, and then just comes back instantly. Stupid.
Can I throw my sword at it?
Oh my god! He's so angry.
You can, but your sword doesn't have the thrown property. What does that do?
Improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'll throw.
It's at disadvantage.
I'll throw a
It might
hand axe
sink.
instead.
Ooh, there we go.
Well, no, because I've got Eldritch Knight, so I've got Weapon Bond.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
I sit corrected.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna throw my sword at it.
Yeah, you can, but it just does improvised weapon damage.
Oh, I'll do the hand axe then. I know,
You can throw your hand axe, which will just be at normal because it's outside 20 feet. But I'm assuming you're recklessly attacking.
Yeah. 16.
That doesn't hit. You kind of throw it, and it hits into his shoulder, and then it kind of like bounces off and splashes. Not splashes. It kind of falls back and just thumps onto the flesh of the Kraken.
Okay. More than 16 then, guys.
Can I throw another one?
I mean, yes, you can use your free object interaction to get another one out and throw another one.
Yep. Doesn't it?
Conveniently, a 10 also does not hit.
That one just lands in the side of the ship, and Evelios is like, "Ah, no!
What? Stop making holes in my ship!
That's my turn.
I just had the paint done. Come on, man.
The carpenter's been eaten, please.
Well,
You're lucky. If he was in 15 feet, I was going to use burning hands.
oh dear.
All right, let's just pile on. Fireball.
Well, after your turn, the demon, he kind of like looks back at you. He glances down slightly. You see his lips kind of curl in a bit of a smirk, and then he looks around. He looks at each one of you on the ship individually, and he's like, "Who killed my Kraken?" And his eyes land upon Michael, and you kind of connect eyes briefly, and his eyes start to change and make a weird. They go like burny and fiery, and you need to make a con save.
I can't.
You don't.
You can if you want.
I
is a
can't. I'm
spell.
out of reactions.
No, it's a new turn.
New dawn, it's a new day, it's
I've
a new
not
life.
had my go yet
Yeah.
because
Oh,
I did the hand. He
Yeah.
then climbed out after the hand. I
Yes.
counterspelled his first Misty Step. That's it.
That's a 13 with a +8.
Whoa, amazing.
Oh, dear. So you are. He makes you go blind.
Yeah. Oh.
Lovely.
Oh shit.
It's just a blindness, deafness. So you go blind for a minute, I think it is.
Okay, do I get
And
to
you
make
can-
saves?
Yeah, you get to remake it at the end of. At the end of each of your turns, you can remake the save.
I
forgot
forgot
to
to
do
do
this
this again.
Tiny part of me that thought Gage was just going to say, "You are dead. You're dead. You're just dead."
Make a con save against death.
And it goes to Bellaruk's turn.
Okay, I am going to first and foremost take Evelios's lead and move back.
Come at me!
I am far too close for my liking.
You'll have to get me, you fiend.
Literally.
I'm just gonna come and stand next to him. Solidarity.
Okay.
As I'm moving back, I would like to look at this demonish fellow, and kind of just let's hope that you're a little more intelligent than your long-limbed friend. And I'm going to try and cast Ralatham Psychic Lance at it.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Hope that it's not too stupid to understand it.
Yeah.
T-Rex has got its spells back.
Go for it, just pop it into the chat.
It's such a good spell.
Beep, 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 beep. Let's go.
I think I've done it. Have I done it?
Yep. So it needs to make a intelligence save.
Oh.
Is this also at advantage?
Does it have some sort of magical
shall-
resistance?
It will be, yes.
Ah, mages.
Oh.
It rolled a 14. However, it's going to just choose to succeed
Ah!
because it wants to. So
It's
you
really
see,
men,
you
isn't
see you see it almost kind of take full effect, but then the fire on its trident, like, it burns even brighter for a hot second, and it does the half damage, I believe.
Yeah.
So
oh,
roll
okay,
your
that's
damage
alright
and
then.
it will take half.
Okay.
7d6.
It's my bag.
Swipe kick damage, I believe.
Right.
I believe.
1, 2, 3,
I
4,
believe in the power of the mind.
5,
42
6.
maximum damage. Roll 42.
7.
The best number.
Roll
The answer to
6.
everything.
Big chungus. Big chungus.
Math.
Big money.
Big mind chungus.
Big mind chungus.
Hell are you guys?
25.
25. So it takes.
So that's half.
So it's half.
So
It'll take
half of 25.
13.
13.
That's above average damage. So 10 points for you.
And are you doing anything else?
I can't.
Run away.
Well, that was stupid. Yeah, I can't heal myself because I've cast a spell.
Yeah.
So,
Just leave.
oh no, that's a spell as well. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm just gonna. I'll redraw my rapier since I assume that got like sheathed as a T-Rex. I don't know. I'm going to redraw my rapier and kind of stand next to Avelios and stare it down a bit.
Nice.
It's a good idea for the two of you about to die to stand next to each other so he can hit you both at the
Yes.
same time.
Exactly.
Solidarity.
That's what I was. That's
Very
what I was
intimidating
thinking.
wall of dandy.
Well, we're going to look great while it happens, so...
Exactly.
Isn't he angry at you though?
He is angry
He
at
is.
me. He can hit
Okay. I'm gonna
Alright.
crawl up the side of the ship.
No, you're not. He
Am I
has
not?
he has his turn before you, and he also has legendary actions that he can use before you.
No.
No.
Just out of interest, is he concentrating on this blindness?
No, it's not a concentration spell.
Oh, this guy's got features for
Okay.
days.
Oh yeah, actually blindness, deafness isn't.
Blindness
normal.
isn't a concentration spell
Yeah,
anyway.
I thought it was.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh, damn.
He is concentrating on another spell though. Actually, now that you say that.
Question is, does he have as many resistances as I have?
Is this where he explodes us because of this concentration spell?
What damage has he taken? He took damage from your lightning first, and then
Yes.
And then some psychic deliciousness.
he's still concentrating on the spell. However, he's going to use another legendary action to do some movement before his turn.
Uh-oh.
He shall. I think he's
Oh,
going to
Lord.
go over this way. So he's going to walk over. I don't know. No, he's too cool to do that. He's going to walk up to you.
Oh no, he's cool!
He's going to walk up to you and just hold his hand out in a burst of fire. If Janice could see, would recognise it as the burning hand spell at you. It can't hit anyone else, so it'll just hit you. So we'll need a dex save.
That is
In
fine.
the middle of the ship.
Do I have disadvantage from being blinded?
Yes, because you can't see that it's coming. Well, I think you
Oh,
don't you automatically
blinded is
fail them.
nothing. It's just advantage on attacks. Yeah. Fail any
I was gonna
ability
say,
check
that was-
that
yeah.
requires sight. So I'd automatically fail if you're saying I'd need to see it coming.
Well, I think you would probably need to be able to see it
Okay.
coming, right?
I can hear him walking towards me, and like sticking his
His
Okay.
mushroom can sense.
Okay, if you can hear him coming
It's
towards,
a nat one. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
that is bad.
We should have taken the automatic hit.
In that case, it's critical. Then
I silvery barb this.
you
Oh.
can, yes, to make him
goes around
re-roll the re-roll what?
This is
Reroll
what
the save.
yeah, I think it's the save.
Reroll anything.
So you can let Janice, you can let Eric re-roll the save.
Yeah.
Go
Right.
for it.
Let's not make this like last time when I was silvery barbed and rolled a second nat one. Nat 20! I'm rolling nats today, boys.
Oh man, lovely. Well, I'll just quarter the damage in, so you'll take three points of fire damage.
And I will give advantage to Wilston, I think, because he's trying desperately to get up the side of that ship and it's just not working. So I'll give advantage to Wilston down.
So he moves.
hasn't tried yet.
And he used his action.
But he will.
And then Janice, you're going to take another 2d8 fire damage because he uses his bonus action to activate the heat on your armor. You take 12, so you'll take 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. 38.
Angry fire.
So that's what he's concentrating on.
Now the shotgun gnome is coming.
It's all over for you.
Yes. Now it's the gnome. Yeah, it's now the gnome is coming.
With advantage. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Is it my turn now?
It is.
Yes.
Yes.
I will crawl up the side of the boat. If I can do that.
You can do what, sorry?
Crawl back up the boat.
Yep. Make a quick athletics or acrobatics.
Someone throw him some goddamn netting.
Oh lord.
No.
So you build battle
You have
boats.
advantage.
Oh, you do
Oh
have
yeah, I have
advantage.
advantage. Oh, there you go.
14. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say you can make it with that.
All right. And then I will use my action to.
So you'll get up onto the edge, but that'll have used all your movement to climb up. So you'll just be on the edge of
Yep.
the ship.
So I will fire something with recoil, so I just go flying back up the side.
I'll catch him like a baseball mitt. Just that arcane hand. Just...
I'm thinking what the smartest thing is. Dude, this does more damage, unless he does the check.
Cast gun.
Hmm.
I cast gun.
I cast gun.
Yeah, no, I'm going for consistency. I'm gonna just shoot him with the gun.
Yes.
Oh, that's consistent. You didn't use your sharpshooter though. No, that could have been so much more.
That would have been so much damage with sharpshooter. Fuck. Well, 28 damage is not the scope, huh?
28. Ooh, you have your thingy that makes it a magical weapon, right? Does it make it a magical weapon? Whatever your artificer thingy is.
I think it does, yeah.
I think it
Your
does as well,
infusions
so
make it
I'll just
magical.
say it does.
I'm pretty sure it does.
You
Yeah.
blast a large, nice chunk of flesh out of his back, and he stumbles forward slightly.
And I will use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary onto Eric.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Like, I need to hit him. He needs to hit me. I've got time. Give it to the people who are about to die.
Those who are about to die, salute you.
Alright,
Give
in
it to
that
Beleric.
case, yeah, I'll give it
He's
to
got
Beleric.
round off.
Thank you.
Sanctuary.
Thank you, though.
Is that it?
Yep.
Either
Tiny church just appears.
Well, maybe not actually. I think first he's going to. He's getting a bit annoyed now, so he's gonna just kind of casually just flick his hand towards Ivelios and Beleric, and a huge ball of fire is lobbed.
You just
Oh,
do
actually.
that.
It's like the one thing that Sanctuary doesn't help with.
Yeah, everyone.
I'm
Oh,
going to
lovely.
cast cow.
I think you might have.
Oh no, because he's doing it just before your turn, isn't he? Oh, lovely. Everyone
Yeah.
needs a dexterity saving
Yeah,
throw.
that's mean.
Even the cannon.
Yep.
Even the cannon.
It does use all of his thingies though, so you can't do it
that's
more
good.
than once.
Oh boy, that's
Wow, that's kind of him.
comforting.
Dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
Dex save.
Yes.
The thing I'm good at.
Ah, Dex is the thing I'm bad at.
Oh, no. You only need a 15.
Oh,
Okay, so the cannon failed it. I wonder why.
Damn it, cannon.
26.
I have a +6, but I rolled a 4.
Oh, poopy.
I rolled a 25.
have some of that?
Lovely. So you take half of 33 points of fire.
He takes
I take
none.
none. Evasion.
Oh, you do. I hate you.
I'm a rogue man. Please let me have this. I'm on 10 HP. I'm on 10 HP.
Lovely. You go for it. Everyone else takes the full damage, I believe.
How many is the full?
33.
33.
I'm gone.
Ah,
Well, you're not
no,
gone.
no, that's
Oh,
a
yeah!
lie, because I'm going to use a relentless endurance because I'm too stubborn to die. I'm gonna,
So you get dropped to
fall
1.
down, kind of
Yeah.
disappear for like a decent chunk, and then kind of go, no, you fucking don't. Just sit up again, like, no.
That's so good.
Oh. But the cannon's gone.
It should have
It's been hit already.
45. How much damage did it take?
It took 33. So the cannon's
yeah,
gone.
what's the hit?
Has everyone else done the
Damn.
damage that they've taken.
Okay, I'm going to have to make another saving throw. Wish me luck.
Ooh, yes, for your concentration.
It is going to be for 16 damage or 17 damage because we're rounding up. It's half, isn't it? It's half of the
Yeah,
maximum.
I round up.
17. So
Yeah, I round up.
17. I need to beat. I have Warcaster.
So
Hey,
you have
advantage.
advantage.
So
Hey.
that's what I'm talking
Hey.
about.
That's an 18, right?
Gotta
That's an
get that
18.
advantage.
Lovely.
Gotta get that advantage.
And not a 3.
Well, the first one you rolled was the 18 anyway, I think. So
Yeah, true.
anyway,
Jesus.
and now it's your turn, Ivan.
I feel reactive again. Well, can I scoop up our soggy fighter barbarian whilst he's down there
With your hand, easily, yes.
with my big old magic hand?
There we
As
Scoop
a-
him up and then deposit him up here with the 60 feet of magical movement that it has.
Yes. I mean, I'll assume that you're probably a willing creature and not make you make a throw against it.
Yeah, I'm very willing.
So you get magical carpeted up to
Yay.
the deck.
I'm Aladdin.
So I scoop and then I poop and I drop him just behind him, and then as a bonus action and as part of the spell, if I can, I would also like to use the hands feature of grasping hand.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, depends how
Well,
much
a
movement. How much movement does a hand have? I'm not going to
60,
say.
60 feet.
Oh yeah, definitely. The scoop isn't going to. The scoop will just be movement, I think. So you can
Because
definitely.
it was mouth to. Is he still in the mouth basically?
No, you called out.
So he's out. So it's not. It's not gonna have to like go back and.
I mean, you
make
said
an
you
effort
called
to get
out.
him.
Yeah, cool.
No, so
Otherwise, he
you
was
can just-
throwing those axes from somewhere
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. No, you can lift him
Just an
up to
open
the.
Kraken mouth.
You can lift him up to the deck of the ship, no problem.
Okie dokie then. So then, as the grasping hand,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet of it. So I would like to put the hand next to the big fiery trident man,
Yep.
and I would like to squish.
Lovely.
It is a grapple check. So athletics or acrobatics from the creature.
Lovely. It rolled a 21.
And I'm going to have to make a. If the target is medium or smaller, I have advantage on the check. So I need to roll a d20 plus 8 twice.
Yep.
That's 10.
Oh dear.
That's a 22.
So you get it on the second one. Well, on the
Let's
first
go!
one. A hand just like crushes around it, and you can see his hands.
He looks like a T-Rex now.
A little bit.
And the target is now grappled.
Lovely. Is that,
Like a squeaky toy.
is that your turn?
As an action. As an action. Ooh.
Wizard decision.
Oh, I really want to, but I'm not. I'm not going to. Gonna keep calm. Did you say he's concentrating on a spell right now?
Yes, he is. Yes.
I will cast Dispel Magic.
On Janice,
If I'm aware of where the spell is.
make an
connected
Arcana
to.
check.
Thank you.
Also, where am I? Like here.
You,
I've
you've
put
just
you
been.
next to him, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
An Arcana check for 13.
13.
That doesn't really beat his spellcasting modifier, so.
Yeah, I would say you don't know exactly where. You don't know. I mean, for all you know, Janus is a raging man with a fiery sword. His armor
Yeah, he
could be
just
hot
hangy.
because he wants it to be.
In which case, I will back up a little bit
Okay.
with my ha 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 ha. How do I do this again? Oh God! There we go. Back up to 25.
But you still have your action and all that.
I can't move. Oh, it's not my turn, that's why.
Oh.
And then I would like to use Firebolt against him.
Go for it.
Pacha! 24 to hit.
It does hit.
And
Thank
fire
God.
damage of 16.
Lovely. So you see it strike him, but you don't see it visibly do anything to him.
I was testing the water.
Yeah.
Looks like we don't want to use fire.
Good to know.
Evelios then.
Okay, that is incredibly good to know. So, instead, I was currently reaching for a Vial of Alchemist Fire at this point. So, the hand switches slightly further back on my bandolier. and I'm gonna go, not again. And I'm gonna load a vial of holy water into my rapier, into the bottom of it.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to move to if I can get to like there by going around the back of
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. So okay. Am I flanking with Janus there or not quite?
Yeah, I would say so. But he's also grappled as well, so I'm fairly certain you get an advantage on him anyway.
Excellent. In which case, yeah, I'm gonna load it in.
Not
and
restrained,
spin it.
just grappled.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we just can't move. Or benefit from moves, I should say.
And then gonna spin around, and with my elven accuracy, I'm gonna stab him through the chest, or attempt to. So, I have advantage, and I re-rolled that one. So that is a 24 to hit.
That does connect.
Excellent. Holy water runs down the blade, and I sneak attack. So he takes 1d8 rapier damage. Just gonna be that, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. How much damage does holy water do? It does 2d6. So he takes.
Is that just to demons or something, or is that? I've never.
Yeah, holy water. I assume is he a fiend? I believe
He
a
is.
fiend or undead. In which case he takes the extra damage, and it is radiant. Thank you for reminding me to double check.
Very nice.
That's 6, 14. That one. 4. That is gonna be.
This is just my
Yeah.
snacking stream.
That is going to be 30 points of mixed damage. No, that's 30 points of piercing damage and 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay then.
Gee.
Yeah, Janus, where you at?
Lovely.
Come on, boyo. Come on.
Unfortunately, I can't move anymore because that was all
Well, either way, as you hit him, he explodes with fire, and everyone within 10 feet of him, so just you three need to make a dex save.
Counter spell.
damn.
It's getting hard in here.
Is it a spell?
It is not a spell. However,
Damn it. Oh well.
you
Oh, I got.
Oh damn. Okay, Janus, damn.
22.
Janus got another nat. We've had so many nat 20s today.
So Eric, you take 12 damage. Janus, you take 6. You take 3. And Avelios, you take none.
Yes. And as the fire goes out, I just like jump backwards and then skid back in to be right up in his face. Rogue doing rogue things, it feels good.
Lovely.
Also,
Does
Janus,
anyone have any health potions for my friend?
Janus,
I do.
Yes.
I think if Oh wait, no, hang on. How many levels in Bob do you have? You don't have 70. Not quite. No,
No.
hang on.
3.
Oh no, it's yeah. You only need 2. I think
20.
when you're raging, you have advantage on Dex saves from things you can see, right? Because
Yeah,
Danger sense.
danger sense. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He got a nat 20 though. To be fair.
I know you nat 20 just as a while it remembered in my brain.
Yeah, just roll again. See if you can get another one.
Eric, then. It is your
Okay.
turn.
On Eric's turn, you see the mushroom that had been slightly wilting comes back up to full height, and he's gonna reach out a hand to his. He's blind, so he can't see anything. But he can feel the whoosh of Ivelios's blade. He's gonna reach out and touch him on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds. As a bonus action, as healings is in your game, as
Yep.
long as you're okay with that still.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful. And heal for 12.
Hey.
And then we're gonna get to a bit of fudging. So, Gage, this
Love
is
fudge.
up to you. There's it's that call lightning still. I need to call it on a point that I can see. Obviously, I can see nothing. If
Yep.
I stretch my hands out and I can feel the person is there, can I call it on that point?
I would say no, because you need to be able to see.
No, that's
Specifically
fine.
because it says you need to be able to see.
Oh yeah.
If it was,
Specifically.
if the wording was a point within range, then I would say yes. But
Hmm.
because it's you need to be able to a point you can see, I would say not.
That's
Also, it
fine.
would hit all of you guys.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, it goes out, doesn't it? I
Call
forgot.
lightning
It's
AoE.
got a 5-foot AoE around it.
5 foot. Yeah,
Actually,
okay.
yes, no, you can do that if you want.
fucking
Yeah, of
killed you
course. Yeah, no, definitely. If you want to do it, you can do it. Who am I to
With
say
one
no?
hand.
DC, just kill everybody.
Well, no,
With one hand I kill, with one hand I heal. I heal with one hand, I kill with the other. It's, yeah, in which
Eric taketh, but Eric also taketh away.
As a note, I do love watching mushrooms return to their full glory as well.
oh, yeah. In which case, you see, Eric is. This is something no one has ever seen him. Well, at least all of you guys have probably never seen this in his hand. He has a small little sword on his side, and with disadvantage, he's going to try and hit.
No
hit
way.
using it.
What is happening?
So with this is it's dexterity actually, so it's not a -5. Don't worry. He gets a 16.
Sadly, it's not enough.
Oh,
I mean, you feel it hit with him, but it doesn't pierce his flesh or anything.
That's fine. I should have probably taken the dodge action, but hey, bit of fun. Yeah, that's going to be Eric's turn, and he's going to look at him. He's going to make his con save again.
Yep.
What's the DC?
15.
Gets an 11. He says, "I don't need to see you to see how pathetic you are." It's going to be the end of his turn.
Oh.
Pass on a vicious mockery, right?
To which you hear a low chuckle. And I think at this point,
we quit. We quit the game.
we all die.
Crossfall on the ocean.
I think at this point he's going to use his last one to Misty Step out of the grapple. And
No.
No?
Nope.
Are you counterspelling it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you do recognise it as the Misty Step thingy again because the fire comes up and you counterspell it. So he's lost that. Lovely. And then Janice, it's your turn.
Well, let me make
Ooh,
this fun.
no, he's going to counterspell your counterspell. He can do. Oh, yes, no, he can do that,
Yeah.
can't he?
Yeah. You can cast it
he's
as a
gonna-
reaction on your.
He's going to counterspell your counterspell. So how does that work? Because it's the same level. It just works, right? Yeah. So he counterspells your
Yeah,
counterspell.
it is counterspell.
Counterspell that.
You
I
can't.
can't. I can do that.
You can't. So he counterspells your counterspell with his other hand, and then he misty steps away. He's gonna go.
We're getting rid of his
Although,
spell
can
slots.
you cast another spell on your turn if you've already cast a leveled spell as a bonus action?
Yeah,
It's
reactions are different.
It's a
Reactions
different.
don't
It's a
count.
different thing anyway.
Fine, God.
It's gonna go this way, I think.
This is fine.
As he disappears, and your hand would not go with him. But Janice, now it's
No.
your turn.
Payback time, bitch. Right, reckless fucking hit.
Ladders hit. How much of that?
2.
6. So it does not do as much as you're expecting it to. You need a
This is fine.
wisdom. You need a wisdom save as well.
I did just make it, or do you want me to redo it?
I don't know. Where is it?
It
Oh
was
yeah,
just
no, that's
above.
fine.
Okay.
And that
That's
one was 10. Lovely. Was that it?
What's that
Yep.
that weapon based on? Is it a longsword?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you one-handing it?
Yes.
Ah.
Because I got a shield in the other.
That should be 1d8, not 1d6.
Belloc then.
There's reasons.
Oh,
I like it.
fancy.
I am going to
Kill him.
No, you're not. He counter spells. He has unlimited reactions.
You counterspelled his kill.
I am going to take a potion from my pockets and chug a healing potion.
Hey.
I'm doing a
Excellent.
big old ouch. So that is 4d4 plus 4.
You're not the only one with funky bottles,
Uh,
Elios.
They are healing potions are bonus actions as well.
Is it just me, or has Gage's camera died a death of deaths?
Just a tad.
Yeah,
You're
he's
quite
frozen for
dead.
me.
It has died.
Well, good job I have 2 cameras, eh?
Hey!
Is that better?
I rolled a 1
Oh, I
on
haven't turned it back on.
3 of them.
Is that better?
So
Yeah, perfect.
I preferred it when it was off, but you know.
Alright, bro, calm down. Relax.
4.
What?
Wilson's next to die.
Yeah, bro, you trying to step to me, man? Come on.
Quick, the DM's gone! Chaos! Chaos!
It's like the teacher at school.
A
well,
Kraken
that
reaches from the
potion-
death and insta-kills Wilson.
Well done! I love you.
Yeah, he actually has power word
again.
kill. He just like hasn't used it yet because he wanted someone to piss him off first, and now you have.
So my potion didn't do very much, but I'm not on 1 hit point anymore, so that's lovely for me.
Hey.
So I'm gonna do that with kind of one hand, and as I'm kind of chugging it, I'm gonna reach out with my other hand, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at 3rd level. And what I would love for this fella to hear is a kind of echo of the dying screams of all of the crew members. And I would just like that to kind of rack through his brain as
Ooh.
I send that at him.
Their anguish will be his anguish.
So,
So it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
He rolled an 8, but he's gonna choose to succeed that one.
Can he just not?
Yeah.
Well, he gets it back again on his next turn, so he may as well use it now.
You're the one casting the beefy spell, so.
Okay, so
So he takes half.
What have I got? 3d6, but I've cast it at level 3, so that's 5.
Oh, yeah. 30. 30 damage.
No, actually, he's not. I'm gonna be nice. You know, he's not gonna use his.
No. Be nice.
No, he's not.
If he has it.
Okay,
Pardon?
as I send these screams to him, it's going to be done with like a blow of a kiss, as he takes 19 points of psychic damage,
Damn.
and
Lovely.
the screams of the recently drowned
And he's
gurgle through his thoughts.
forced to move up to his maximum movement, is it?
If he has a reaction, I don't know if he does.
Oh no, he doesn't, because he just used it for counter spell, didn't he?
Mm.
Is that your turn then?
I've used a bonus action and an action. Yes, yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Lovely. In that case, it's his turn. In which case, what will he do? What will he do? What will he do?
What will he do?
What will he do? That's a real good question. So he raises both hands in the air. He reaches them out and raises them, and a big wall of fire.
Oh no.
I was about to say, Ivar, you love a wall, not this kind of wall.
Oh dear. What's going on here? A big wall of fire
Cast shapes.
spreads across your ship, cutting the line of sight in half. And so I have played it where DMs have ruled it that it doesn't do the damage when it appears, but I think it does.
I think it says it does.
I'm fairly certain it says it does as well. Yes.
Yeah.
So you take the damage because it's projected downwards, like it's projected this way, as the wall of fire appears.
Save.
No, so the deck saves if you're inside the wall. You just take damage if you're within 10 feet of it on the other side of it from the wave. Because it's like it projects heat to one side of it.
Is this
I thought
wall of fire? Because when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex saving
Yeah,
throw.
but you're not in the area.
Okay.
That's for if the wall appears on top of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can reveal it to the chat, but it says on the side of the wall selected by you when you cast the spell, it deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends the turn within 10 feet of that side of the wall. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time.
Okay,
And
so
to me, I read that as this is your first time entering that, right? Because, I mean, it's just appeared this is your first time going into the area.
Okay.
Is this going to be like Star Wars Episode 1?
I've never watched Star Wars, but maybe.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All the quotes. All of
Does
them.
everyone like crispy mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that one.
Uh-oh. Oh, God!
Oh no.
27.
Oh dear. So, Evelios, the first one, 27, so you take none.
Yep.
Eric, however,
Evasion.
you take...
Does anyone have any silver to spare?
Wait, plus 40?
Yes.
Yeah, it's max damage because our crit failed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've just had my go, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah. Magic.
Oh,
Thank
so
you. 17, I pass.
You do.
So
Yes, you do.
20 damage halved to 10. Okay. That's much nicer than 60 damage.
It would have been
Yeah.
the first one, which was 25.
25
If it
half to
didn't
13.
crit, so yeah, 13.
It's fine.
26.
And I'll give advantage to Janus because he's the only one in vicinity.
A
to
different
flank him.
creature you can see within range. Can you see through the wall of fire?
I think it specifies it's opaque, doesn't it?
You don't need to be
I
able
can't remember what opaque is.
Non-see.
Solid.
to... Oh, who are you giving it? Oh, sorry. What was that for?
The advantage.
Yeah,
to
the
landing.
wall is opaque,
Yeah.
it says.
Okay.
So you can't.
It's not a window.
In
It's
which
not
case...
Tupperware.
It's not to the
Uh,
window, it's to the wall.
And then it's gonna bonus
I'll give
action.
it to myself then. I'm having advantage.
It's gonna smile. It says burn for me, and you take another 9 points of fire damage as your
Oh.
armor is continuously.
That's a good point. It needed to make a dex concentration check when I stabbed it.
Oh, for
It rolled
36
a
damage.
22.
Oh,
It would have
that's
lost
fine.
concentration on that anyway when it cast Wall of Fire.
Oh, it would have done, yes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So I take.
So it's not
half,
gonna. No,
which
it's
is
not gonna
fine.
do that then. It's going to.
push Janus over and run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it can't do anything else. That is it.
Down to 30 health points.
Wilston.
That's enough.
Hmm.
Wellston, shoot this guy!
I can't see him.
Fuck!
Shoot.
I'm about to
I'm
be
on a-
Qui-Gon.
Move
So if
25
you,
feet.
you're probably just
Close
about
to the
fine
wall.
there.
Yeah, just
If you're
about.
within 10 feet of it, or if you enter within 10 feet of it, you take the damage.
I'm gonna expend a spell slot to build a new cannon,
Yep.
Ooh.
and this
Nice.
time I will build a. Where is it?
A flame-proof one.
A protector.
Hey,
Ooh.
nice.
Lovely.
I don't know what artificers do, so this is exciting.
Artificers are incredible.
Well, I love
And
the
I
little art
will-
of this one.
Use my bonus action to command it. Am I allowed to do that?
hmm
There's nothing that says I can't. So.
Yeah, you use your action to
You haven't
upgrade
used
it,
your bonus
so you
action
collect
Yeah,
your bonus.
no, you haven't used your bonus action yet.
Which means, let me check. Cannon emits a burst of positive energy that grants itself and each creature of your choice within 10 feet of it a number of temporary hit points. Which, this round, it will grant 4 plus my modifier plus 5 is 9 temporary hit points to.
And you.
Is it Valius within range? Yes.
Just about,
Yes.
yeah.
So. 9
9. Sweet.
temp HP.
Excellent. I do enjoy temporary hit points.
There we go.
Do you know that temporary hit points, you can't stack them, Doom? So if you apply it again, it just replaces the old ones.
I know.
Is it whichever
Yeah.
value's
Choose.
highest, or does it just whichever you cast
just-
last?
I'm
think
fairly
that-
certain
I
it
think
just
you can
replaces
choose.
it. Okay, maybe, I don't know.
I-
Is that your turn then?
You, man. You're the boss.
Yeah.
In that case, ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
It has its
In that case,
thingies back.
No temporary hit points.
In that case, it is going to
Oh,
use 2 of these.
No. No.
is it fireball?
I don't like it when it uses 2.
No, it's not.
I don't
It's-
like the fact that it's big enough
It's
to use
meteor shower.
I think it's just going to use burning hands on you, Janice. So make
Oh, yeah.
make a nice dex save.
I get advantage on that, which is fun.
You don't because I couldn't see you.
No, because I've
Yeah.
got danger.
Oh,
It's
it's,
your own
it's his
thing.
thing.
Very-
Yeah.
Enjoy.
any. Very in time.
I still rolled
Oh.
it off,
Still roll the 12, so you take 6 points of fire.
which is 3.
Not bad.
no,
Just chipping.
I
chipping
already
away.
halved it.
Oh, so
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, Ivar, you can continue on with your turn.
I would like to dispel this fucking wall, please.
Lovely. So you need to make a
Bring on the
check
wall.
because it's a higher unless, or you can use a high level.
Would
spell
I
slot.
know what level would be required? Otherwise,
Make an Arcana, I think.
It's
Whereas-
also a spell that I know, so you might have seen me cast it before.
maybe. I'm
Possibly.
actually, well, my highest level's 4th level anyway, so I was just going to cast it at 4th level. I will make an Arcana check for fun anyway, because yay dice rolls. 23.
If-
Yeah. It's a 4th level. It's a spell in the 4th level of magic.
Then it's going to get the beans! I will use a 4th level dice spell magic.
Lovely. So the wall kind of dispels from one end to the other as it just like disappears, leaving a very, very scorched line across Evelios's ship.
For the
That was
love
really
of-
good. That's so good.
And Ivar walks forward a widgy bit.
Welcome back to the fight.
Ivar
And
has
says out
re-entered
loud
the
to the
chat.
demon,
You're going to have to do a little bit better than that.
and then he's going to
Spits.
launch the hand at the creature,
Yep.
I like this
and
one.
it's going to use the clenched fist.
Oh.
And
Big boy
I'm going
punch.
to make a melee spell attack for myself,
Punch him.
which is 14.
14 doesn't quite beat its
Oh,
AC.
boobies! And that is it, because
It's-
spell magic is an action, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Action, movement,
slams,
bonus action. Boom.
slams into the demon, but the demon, it kind of it roots its feet in the floor and resists the force.
What a prick.
If Velios then...
All right. You're probably aware of this by now, but you're not welcome on my Radi ship. And I'm gonna move 27 feet to there, and another. I'm gonna bonus action dash to get to there,
Mm-hmm.
if I can. And then I'm going to.
No, you can't. Sorry. That's unfortunate. What a shame.
Damn.
So who's next in the initiative?
Yep, as my sword catches light with storm clouds, booming blade.
Go for it.
So that is a 29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And it takes thundery damage. So, and then some delicious sneak attack. Reroll that one, and it's a 1 again. Take 4. So that's 30 points of piercing and 4 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to sprint 20. Yeah. Right up the rest of the deck. And he doesn't get an opportunity attack
Nope.
because of my
He does not.
fancy footwork.
Ah,
So I'm
correct.
dodging all over the place and just gonna go, come on, come get me.
Which he's not. He's actually going to... Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
He's gonna what?
He is going to teleport again. In between Michael and Wilston. Janice, we go to you.
Oh, Eric.
What about me?
I decided you didn't deserve a turn.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go.
Yeah.
Eric.
Eric is going to feel the heat come back and be like, the thought has returned. And, he's going to turn to face it and be like, I've had farts warmer than you. Just going to fart in his general direction.
Are you using your bonus action or your action to do that?
Bonus action fart. Action dodge. I'm trying to get him to attack me, and there's nothing I can do on my turn, so I'm going to try and make my con save again. In fact, no, I'm going to say what's it called? I'm going to ready my action to, as soon as I can see him, call lightning down upon him.
Okay.
So that'd use my reaction if I pass this.
Yep.
You say it's a 15?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez.
14.
Disgusting.
In which case it is Janice.
Could I not have
Anywho.
used Flash of Genius to help him with that?
Oh!
Is Flash of Genius saves? I really hope it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Move back, Janice. You can control Z.
What was it? Oh,
Like the idea
yeah.
of Janice kind of rocking up and going,
Yeah,
"Oh,
saving
sorry."
throw.
Ability
Can
check
I
or
add
save.
5?
That's +5, so that's
Thank
19.
you very much. In which case, can he give a dex save, please?
You're gonna lightning strike
He
us.
most certainly can.
He blows himself up. Worth it!
Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole
AoE.
killing us as well.
Fucking hurt.
So yeah, Wilston and the Protector and Michael will also need to make a dex save.
Don't worry, I am
Boy.
amazing at those.
Okay, I'll.
Ooh.
Oh, this is fine.
I don't think the Protector is that good at saving.
Um,
Yeah, he's not.
Lightning
Right.
and machinery mixes really well.
Oh yeah.
So
It's
did
gonna
the
hypercharge and
demon
just-
pass?
he did.
Okay, so he takes 13. I'm gonna hurt myself a lot more than
Yeah.
that, but
A little
well,
bit.
yeah. I fail, so I take the 26.
Wilson's flash of genius is now a flash of terrible mistakes. Don't worry, you can.
Trust me.
If only you'd known.
If
Oh dear.
Flash. Flash of explosion.
I'd
Protector,
have remembered, I wouldn't have done it, but.
are you
I
keeping
forgot,
track
so
of the Protector's health, Doom?
Yeah, I am.
And you take half damage as well.
14. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Luckily, I had some temp HP to soak up most of that.
Lovely.
Hey, you haven't, yeah, you've taken hardly any damage.
Now it's Janet's.
Yay. Do this, won't we? Cool. Reckless attack. Do my
Hey.
thing.
No.
No?
You shall not hit. An 18 does not hit him.
Big oof.
There's a 27 hit.
No, it doesn't. Because he
Oh,
is
yeah.
suddenly shrouded with a fiery shield. Actually, which will still hit him. Never mind. Never mind. He's not going to use his fiery shield.
25.
He sees it coming and it's just like, yeah, no, can't dodge this one.
Except by fate.
Beleric.
Um,
Oh wait, no. Yeah, are you doing anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Beleric then.
so I'm going to. I don't
Dylan.
feel very safe on 12 hit points, so I'm gonna healing word myself.
I feel fine.
1d4, which is. It just hates me. Plus
Wow,
8,
with this
that's
demon
fine.
going on. Just starts.
And for my action, I'm going to, because I can't cast another spell, I'm going to reach up to the back of my head, and from the beautiful bun that's his hair is currently tied up in, it's going to pull out like a very small kind of stiletto dagger that was holding his hair up, which is all going to cascade down in like a full anime girl, flowers everywhere.
Very cool /
And
sexy.
he's just going to move straight from there to kind of fling this dagger at him and just go,
Ooh.
please don't miss, please don't miss. I don't think he's probably ever done this before. He just wants to look really cool. So I'm going to try and throw a dagger at him.
If this
It
kills him.
would be at a disadvantage because you're not within 20 feet.
Hope.
You can move closer if you would like.
I'll move closer
Go for it.
Brave.
if I can find my button.
Very brave.
Get near the Protector.
Like here? 15? Within 20?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine, 20.
Akalugi, whatcha?
Gets in that one and hits Janus.
Hits
It'll
himself.
probably just
and
ping off at him. It's probably not very...
It goes. It's so bad it pins his hair back up.
Cocked. Oh. Where are my numbers? It is. That's a 20 to hit.
Oh!
No,
Oh.
sadly not.
Ding, 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 ding.
It joins the axe that was thrown earlier.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
kind of do this, look really cool with it, see that it kind of clatters to the side, and just back up the rest of my movement again.
Go for it.
Nope, out of that conversation.
You're doing great.
Does he have any left? He does not. Okay. It's his turn. So he's finally going to use this trident that he's been wielding.
Oh no.
Probably on Michael. Not Michael, Eric, sorry.
My immersion gauge.
So he twirls it slightly and like stabs it backwards into you with a 27 to hit.
No.
That does hit.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of worth asking at level 9 to be fair, because I don't know what kind of
It is.
magical bullshittery you might have.
Oh yeah, you could have like 26 AC if you put your mind to it.
Oh yeah.
So you take
Terrifying.
42 points of fire damage.
4-2.
Fucking hell.
42, yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
Eric's health has just dropped.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
It's only a
No,
21
you're still okay.
for a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, which you'll for your
Yes, I'll make a con save.
thingy.
I believe.
So actually, I'm only having to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw
Oh.
for some
bad
reason. I got a nat
Oh.
one.
Don't you walk?
Literally,
3!
No, you're not a walker.
literally, I have a plus 8, so only a nat 1 would have failed that. So lightning's gone. Lightning's gone, boys.
Dear.
Ah,
Fuck, that's 3!
Oh my god.
That's all you've been rolling, and it's all
Nat 1s and nat
ones.
20s. I'm
Well,
rolling
yeah,
true.
spicy.
You have had the, slightly the other side
I
of
haven't
the
had a
coin.
nat 1 yet this far.
Jinx it.
Well,
Nice.
And then its turn ends. However, it is going to use another spell
Oh,
with its lovely legendary action. It's going to kind of look around. It's very, very beaten up at this point. And he looks around, and he whispers, like only the three people around him can hear. As he whispers,
Oh, well,
Um,
I'm the protector.
he doesn't have ears, but it can't hear.
Oh.
I was considering to say 4, and then I remembered.
Beep boop.
He whispers.
Machines are people too.
He whispers.
That's the next advancement.
Shut up! He whispers. He whispers for my master, and brings his hand down and launches a fireball right here.
Counterspell.
And he counterspells your counterspell
No,
with
I don't
his
have
last.
has he used... Oh, no, it's just been his go.
No, it's
Fucking
just in his go.
tit-fuck.
And that was his last spell slot of that level.
Okay.
To fireball right here, so everybody needs to make a dex save.
Also, I don't think he cares about this. I'm pretty sure he just doesn't take fire damage, doesn't he? Give a fuck.
No, he doesn't.
21.
18.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Protector's gone.
Ooh, wait, what was the DC?
15.
I'm gonna use my thing. 1 second.
Your thing.
I'm gonna get my thing out.
Nice thing.
Yeah, your ward thing. Cause
My
you're
arcane
mate.
deflection. I'm gonna give myself a plus
Plus
4 to
four?
my saving throw, and get a
Lovely.
17, and take half of this damage because fuck off. 30.
so wait, do I take half then half?
Yeah.
If you pass the save, yeah.
Oh god.
So 36 halved is 18, which is halved to 9.
Mhm.
So I take 18, and J Anus takes 9.
Alright, Protector's destroyed, so.
Fuck! Lightning
Wait,
then
sorry, is
fire.
it-
It's just
Is that half damage? Half damage if we succeeded.
Yes.
Yes. So you take 18.
Good job, I healed myself twice.
Oh. Hey, 3 HP club.
Yay!
I'm down to 15 guys.
Yeah, 3 HP club. Let's go.
Once we die together.
And then it comes around to a Wilston.
Come on, Wilston. I believe in ingenuity and rifling.
Wilson's just gonna be like, I worked hard on that one! And he's gonna like raise his fucking gun to him and fire a shotgun barrage.
Ooh.
Which will hit all 3 of the people that are there.
Yes.
Lovely.
Oh, actually, no.
That's Eric's penance for hitting him, and also Janus because
Lovely.
Janus is going off.
You're just fucking killing each other. Everyone needs to make a dex save then, including him. He's just gonna succeed it.
Oh, motherfucker.
How many of these does he have?
Many.
Well, he has one after
Oh, yeah,
every
I
turn.
They regenerate?
That's how they work.
That's how actions work. If they're resisting, that's terrifying.
Wilston might make me go down.
Come on, Wilston, fuck him up.
uh,
Fuck Janus.
Michael, dex save.
That's
So he just takes no damage.
Yeah.
Because
You've killed me.
He just pushes those two in front
It
of
doesn't-
him.
Roll
briefly.
your damage.
He uses them as shields.
doesn't that
I
handy?
think that maybe Wilson
button.
just get really close and then fire upwards.
Directly into his
44
mouth.
plus modifier, which
Krakens,
is
bitch.
5, right?
16. So I take 8.
Eric is
Is
fine.
this half for half damage or for no damage? This the dex save.
No damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sick.
I'm down to 7.
Ah,
Oh,
quick,
Still-
five more and I'll be below all of us peasants.
Still have a bonus action,
Go for
which I
it.
can't use on anything. I can use Sanctuary. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Janus.
yay. What does that do?
Janus, don't hit anything.
Oh, I gotta hit stuff.
Yeah, but it's gonna
Uh,
protect you until you have to hit stuff again.
Oh, he has one left. So he's just gonna use his last one to go.
Me. Go for me.
I think he's leaving or trying to get away from us.
He's
yeah.
gonna just disappear again. You can counter
sick.
spell
Yeah.
if you have counter spells left.
No, because I used my for that turn. I've used my reaction,
Okay, but it's now your turn again.
but I also don't have high enough spell slots to use counter spell anymore. So,
Oh well.
oh poopy butts.
It's now your turn though.
Where is my hand? It was somewhere around here, I believe.
It
It's gonna be
was here, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Just about.
Oh, okay. Then I will attempt to do a punch.
Lovely.
Yeah, no. Yeah, clenched fist. A spell attack using my doodles. Does a 25 hit?
Has he used his reaction?
He used it to counterspell. My counterspell.
And then does he re-get it after his turn? No, he doesn't
No,
because
I
he
don't
used it after
know.
his turn. No, he used it after his turn.
Ah.
So either way, he doesn't have it. So that hits.
In which case, he takes 4d8 force damage, which I'm also going to use my thingy on, which is
Nice.
called Power Surge, to take an extra 4 flat force damage on top of this.
In that
So-
case, give us a lovely description of how he falls.
Yes. So he had less than 4 HP, or 4 or less.
Well, you also had 4d6 to roll as well,
He
which,
might
yeah.
roll minimum.
which are minimum 1. So he had
Oh,
6 or less. 8 or less?
8.
8 or less.
He had less than 8 health, or 8 or less, yeah. Okay, well, as this arcane shimmering blue gauntlet basically comes barreling across the boat, surging, properly like streamlined, and then at the last second clenches up, and all like the spiky bits on the side just impale him with a giant thrust straight through his chest. 4 arcane spears that come off the gauntlet just straight into his chest, and just slightly lift him off his feet, and you just hear like all the air escape from him, and then the hand just drops him to his knees.
Lovely.
I take a step back.
and he's there on his knees for a moment. His eyes completely lost all of the burning colour, and he falls and face plants the ground. And we will go on a break. We'll come back at 40. Well, we'll come back about 45 past, I think.
45.
BRB for a second.
Eric Live. Having been abandoned in the forest as a baby, he survived by joining with the very essence of nature. He's been fighting in the war against humans every day for 120 years, even rumored to have slain 200,000 in 1 week. He is always working, ever watching, forever protecting.
My name is Beloric Morgamash, but you've probably heard of me. I'm a half-orc from the north, but I've been in Alarians for most of my adulthood. You'll know my tales, of course. Warbreaker and the Siren's Curse. Or if those are unfamiliar to you, surely you can't have missed the King's public addresses, penned by yours truly. Be sure to keep an ear out for me, and you know where I am if you hear anything interesting. I'm certainly interested.
I am Ivar, formerly the commander of the Bastion's forces. Now, I seek a way to redeem the loss of the Great Wall, and to return my family to its honourable position once more. For money, influence or power, I will do whatever it takes, and earn my name back.
Ivelios Oakenheel is a half-elven gentleman and sea dog who graduated the Imperial Academy as an alchemist in his younger days. And though he is most well known as the daring captain of the legendary privateer Sea Demon Hunter, the Inevitable Demise, the piratical alchemist, as he is known, is still rumoured to be the driving force behind some of Aleria's most recent alchemical innovations.
Janus Ricot, a human boy raised into nobility by his lesser-known knightly parents, forged into a soldier to fight against demonkind, a hero to the common folk as well as their protector, a paragon to fellow soldiers and bane to all demons, general of the 7th Army and Archdemon's plight, Bellum's demise and the slayer of war, the Warbreaker.
Eric Live. Having been abandoned in the forest as a baby, he survived by joining with the very essence of nature. He's been fighting in the war against humans every day for 120 years, even rumored to have slain 200,000 in 1 week. He is always working, ever watching, forever protecting.
My name is Beloric Morgamash, but you've probably heard of me. I'm a half-orc from the north, but I've been in Alarians for most of my adulthood. You'll know my tales, of course. Warbreaker and the Siren's Curse. Or if those are unfamiliar to you, surely you can't have missed the King's public addresses, penned by yours truly. Be sure to keep an ear out for me, and you know where I am if you hear anything interesting. I'm certainly interested.
I am Ivar, formerly the commander of the Bastion's forces. Now, I seek a way to redeem the loss of the Great Wall, and to return my family to its honourable position once more. For money, influence or power, I will do whatever it takes, and earn my name back.
Ivelios Oakenheel is a half-elven gentleman and sea dog who graduated the Imperial Academy as an alchemist in his younger days. And though he is most well known as the daring captain of the legendary privateer Sea Demon Hunter, the Inevitable Demise, the piratical alchemist, as he is known, is still rumoured to be the driving force behind some of Aleria's most recent alchemical innovations.
Janus Ricot, a human boy raised into nobility by his lesser-known knightly parents, Forged into a soldier to fight against demonkind. A hero to the common folk as well as their protector. A paragon to fellow soldiers and bane to all demons. General of the 7th Army and Archdemon's plight. Bellum's demise and the slayer of war. The Warbreaker.
Eric Lythe, having been abandoned in the forest as a baby, he survived by joining with the very essence of nature. He's been fighting in the war against humans every day for 120 years, even rumored to have slain 200,000 in 1 week. He is always working, ever watching, forever protecting.
My name is Beleric Morgamash, but you've probably heard of me. I'm a half-orc from the north, but I've been in Alarians for most of my adulthood. You'll know my tales, of course. Warbreaker and the Siren's Curse. Or if those are unfamiliar to you, surely you can't have missed the King's public addresses, penned by yours truly. Be sure to keep an ear out for me, and you know where I am if you hear anything interesting. I'm certainly interested.
I am Ivar, formerly the commander of the Bastion's forces. Now, I seek a way to redeem the loss of the Great Wall and to return my family to its honourable position once more. For money, influence or power, I will do whatever it takes and earn my name back.
Ivelios Oakenheel is a half-elven gentleman and sea dog who graduated the Imperial Academy as an alchemist in his younger days. And though he is most well known as the daring captain of the legendary privateer and sea demon hunter, the Inevitable Demise, the piratical alchemist, as he is known, is still rumored to be the driving force behind some of Aleria's most recent alchemical innovations.
Janus Ricot, a human boy raised into nobility by his lesser-known knightly parents. Forged into a soldier to fight against demonkind. A hero to the common folk as well as their protector. A paragon to fellow soldiers and bane to all demons. General of the 7th Army and Archdemon's plight. Bellum's demise and the slayer of war. The Warbreaker.
Eric Lythe, having been abandoned in the forest as a baby, he survived by joining with the very essence of nature. He's been fighting in the war against humans every day for 120 years, even rumored to have slain.
Alright.
Lovely, 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 lovely. So, from what you can tell, the combat's over.
Don't like the
We
sound of
are
that.
going to go
Again.
out of initiative for now. And what are people doing?
Suspicious. I would like to, immediately as this fella falls, kind of just want to root around in his armor and see if there is specifically any kind of missive or idea of who might have sent this person or any kind of strategic information.
So you want to loot him, but you're trying to make it look like you're being useful?
No, I want to know if someone sent this or if it was
Go for
a...
it. Pop an
Oh, a
investigation.
shit, let's go... Blah.
Does he have any fancy pens on him?
Well,
If Elios is there.
Janus wants to chop off his head.
I was just about to go over and smash his head in with a warhammer. Holy shit.
You can do that once Janus has decapitated him.
Yeah.
Lovely. So,
Yeah, sure.
Beleric, you're rooting through his person and trying to find stuff, when suddenly you just hear like a whoosh and a thunk, and his head flies off.
This guy wasn't looking at his head.
But as this happens, you do find a small. It's not necessarily. It's not like a pouch or a pocket. It's like a part of his flesh in one of his arcane. What am I looking for? What's the word? Tattoos. One of his arcane tattoos acts as kind of like a pocket. Well, actually, what did you roll as your investigation?
20.
Oh, okay, yes, you did then. And you do find that there is a small little scroll hidden in this compartment. It's kind of by his waist.
Like the flesh pouch.
Yes.
Love a flesh pouch.
Only.
Skin pocket.
Yeah, no. maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
Too late
Everyone
now.
else is gonna have normal pockets in the future.
Live and regret.
Just sewn onto his skin. This is weird, but okay then.
Cool. I'm not gonna look at it. I'm just gonna kind of tuck it inside my jacket and pretend to kind of pat him down a bit and do
So
the
you're trying to
the
do it
generic
stealthily.
loop. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hide the
Sleight of
little
hand. Then.
scroll.
I think
whilst
at least
he
you
is-
need to beat a 19 for
Yeah.
Eric's passive perception.
And whilst he is fondling said demon.
Yep.
Oh no way.
22.
Wow!
Ooh.
Let's fucking go.
In that case, nobody spots you
Sorry, lads.
pocketing this little scroll.
Thank you.
So he was definitely a magic caster.
He was.
I would like to go and see if I can find anything to do with some juicy magic stuff on him. I like to maybe see if I can identify any information in his tattoos, if they are similar in any way to my own.
Yeah.
And also if he had any sort of like spellbook, if he was casting using a spellbook.
Lovely. Make an investigation and an arcana, I think.
I'm going to cast guidance on that, so you can add a
Ooh.
D4.
Lovely.
I'll do it on the investigation for a 23.
23.
For investigation.
Yep. So you find a couple of things on him. Some of them being rations. One of them being a small little pouch built into one of his tattoos by his waist, which is empty.
Shame.
And the other thing being his trident. But other than that, he doesn't have anything on him. Going to roll your
If I'll
arcana
come
as well.
over, can I kind of
I
just
shall.
scoot back a little bit and kind of go like, "Oh, that was awful. That was awful."
Go for it.
Really, just kind of play it
Arcana
out.
is 12.
Arcana is 12. Okay, so you don't see any way that he was... You don't find any focus, so you're not quite sure how he was casting the magic. The only things he had, either he was using his rations as a focus, or, it was like inbuilt spell casting, or maybe his trident's some sort of focus. You're not quite sure.
Whilst I still have my arcane hand up, I will use that to commandeer the trident and to kind of lift it up and move it away from him a little bit.
Go for it.
And kind of like, I don't know, like palm it in this big old floaty hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to have a look at it to see if it looks in any way. I'm gonna start ritually casting detect magic.
Okay. What's everyone else
Or
doing in the meantime?
Identify.
I think
Oh, I have.
identify might be the one that you
I
probably...
have identify. Yeah, I'll identify it.
Okay.
Look. Oh, you go.
Evelios is sort of gathering any crew that are still on deck that hasn't been swept over the side and just like busy tending to winds, pulling various bits and pieces out of all of his pouches, just sort of getting everyone back in shape because it's his crew, and also lamenting the massive stripe of blackened deck.
So
that's
roll
charred
me,
in from the wall.
roll me a nice medicine.
Medicine. Oh joy. That is a.
And there was... Oh dear, who's casting a massive fuck off fireball?
Sorry, no, I was
Sorry.
looking at spells now. I
19.
can't get rid of it.
Okay, so there's you've got 24 crew in total, 12 for day, 12 for night. And 6 of them were already dead that were still left on the deck. 2 of them had been eaten by the Kraken. And the rest of them you managed to at least stabilize.
Yeah.
So there's four people that are very wounded and injured, but at least stable, and obviously could be healed over the course of the journey with magical healing if you were so inclined to.
Okay.
Speaking
Janice.
And I also just kind of go, Velios, get over here.
I look up from like putting alchemical salve on a wound and be like, "Ugh,
Bring them.
rest it. Oh, and great. Yeah,
Bring them.
gonna bring everyone over.
When you're within 60 foot, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word, which is for 6 people of my choice, and I'm going to be one of them. But
Who are the others?
anyone, just me 6 times. I mean, I was going to do it on you guys because you're all 6 people. But if anyone doesn't need it, I'll cast it on like a crew member instead.
I think
Wilson
everyone
really
needs
needs
it.
Wilson does.
Ivar would like hold his hand up
Okay.
and point at someone
In
else.
which case, I'll cast it at
Damn,
4th.
you guys are all super low apart from Wilston.
I'll cast it at 4th level.
I am surprised,
Okay.
Eric, that you got that low. I'm not going to lie.
I still had other ways. Yeah, but yes, it was the 42 damage hurt.
And the self lightning.
I mean,
He was pretty healthy before the 42 damage.
I mean, the 60 earlier would have really hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody gets 15 hit points. 1-5.
And
So Eric
one
is going to
particularly
cast.
fucked up crew member.
Yeah, so one of the crew members is back to full health because they're just commoners, effectively, so they don't have massive pools of health.
While Ivelios and Balrog are like worrying about the people, Wilson's going around the ship and casting like mending on everything that's like not too broken that he can mend, and that's like crucial, while criticizing like how poor the ship is built and how much better he could build it.
Ivelios just sort of points a hand at him as he's like bandaging up a wound on one of the crew members who didn't get healed, and go, "We are going to have a chat about improvements."
Improvements? At this rate, you have to build a whole new ship, man.
Yeah. So build me one.
Well, if you take a good look at me, if I build a ship, it'll be a boat.
Ooh, so
Eric is going to cast Healing Spirit 3 times to give everyone 3d6 of healing.
I've just realised I could just sing a song and everyone gets a short rest.
Well, if
Never mind.
we do short rest.
yeah, you need to take a short rest for it. It just gives you bonuses when you take a short rest.
Oh no, I think I have a magic thingy.
What do you?
Oh, that's different.
Is it prayer of healing? Or that's a...
Give me a second. I don't understand.
Anyway,
Okay.
everyone take another 11 anyway.
Oh,
Oh,
I
Can
just
each-
took average for
Each of those
3d6
each of those 3d6 can go to 3 different crew. Each of those 3d6 can go to a crew member. So my 3d6 go 1d6 to 3 of the crew to pick them back up.
In that case, I think most of the crew are pretty much, they're still obviously weak and very much out of energy, but most of them are probably fine. The ones that are alive, at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, how many was that? How many?
11 healing from Healing Spirit.
Yay.
Delicious.
And I guess at about this point, your identifier would probably have finished.
Ooh.
I'm still below half. This is ridiculous.
So this weapon is very clearly a demonic weapon. It is going to hurt anyone who isn't a demon that wields it. It does a flat 8 points of fire damage to everyone when they attack with it. However, it does do 8d8 fire damage and is quite a powerful weapon.
huh.
Interesting.
Does he get the sense that the thing that would harm the person wielding it is a curse or
Yes, it's a
a
curse.
innate property? Okay. So something that could be removed.
Possibly. Make an arcana.
Or tricked.
I'm going to use guidance. For a 5.
Oof.
Oh, you make an arcana. Okay.
Oh, did you want me?
I thought Ivar was making the Arcana.
No, that's fair. Because
he was the
I
one
was
looking at the
asking if
weapon.
he. No, that makes sense for you to be making one, Ivar. I'm not identifying.
It's all right.
Bit of a difference.
It's only 20 more.
You get the sense the curse could definitely be removed. However, the curse is also what gives it a lot of its damage.
A lot of its juice.
So it would remove some of its damage output if you wanted to remove the curse. And you don't think there's a way around it. I mean, you could use a wish spell, but that might be a bit of a waste.
Right, could I use divination magic to make it seem as though I was in fact a fiend?
Divination magic. What does divination magic do?
There is a spell that I am aware of that doesn't necessarily shield you from being like seen as what you are, but makes things
changes your magical appearance.
Yeah,
which spell is it?
I have no idea. I do not have it.
It's Arcanist Magic Aura, I believe, or if you're using the full title, Nistel's Magic Aura.
Nistel's
if I
Magic
remember.
Aura, yeah. Magic Aura.
Yeah.
I shall 5e tools.
So that divination spells reveal false information about it. If you cast... Matt, you change the way the target appears to spells and magical effects that detect creature types.
So if you appeared as a fiend and then took a hold of it, I think.
Yes, I think there is a possibility that that might work. Yeah.
It's not a spell you have, I assume, Ivar.
No.
You just know of it.
I know of it.
Yes, I would say. I'd say we would need some sort of spell like roll to see how effective the particular whatever you're like with the effect is that you're putting on it. But I would definitely say
check.
Yeah,
when
I would
I
definitely
cast that
say
aura.
it could work. Yeah, for sure.
I'll look into it, but for now, I recommend we probably store this away so it doesn't fall into any uncouth hands. Does anyone want to do the honors, or?
I mean,
I'll grab it and put it in my bag of holding.
Whoa! I'm going to stop you from grabbing it, and then I will use my telekinesis, and I will lift it up.
I mean, you cast Identify, so you know that holding it doesn't do anything bad. It's just when you attack with it.
Okay, then. Then, fuck it. Yeah, you can pick it up, Tiny Gnome.
Just be careful how hard you swing it into your bag of holding. You swing too hard.
Just
Just fly over the ship with it.
You
Says it
launching
carries
yourself
them
around with various explosive implements throughout this campaign.
just like in the background of a fight, Wilson just goes, "Pew!"
And then something dies just in the opposite direction.
Lovely.
Okay,
So,
we now have
third law.
fuck off trident in bag of holding.
You do. It also, I'll put it in someone's inventory at some point so you can read the proper stats. But it's got
In the bag. In the bag.
It has the throne property and 10 feet of range.
Ooh! Janus, we're gonna give you that throwing shit around. Maybe even Beleric. He loves throwing shit.
And Shade is a lot more my area.
Have people finished looting the dead demon?
I believe so.
I mean, yeah, I've been done for like 10 minutes. I've been looking at this fucking thing.
Janus is going to throw his body overboard.
Bye.
But it's just like,
I mean, you can go get him.
That is an interesting decision.
Does anybody know how to speak with the dead? I believe that's a magical thing some people know how to do.
Find a priest, for the love of the gods. What's wrong with you?
Question:
1, 2, 3.
Does universal speech?
No.
Can talk to them, they won't reply.
Yes, you learn. You can speak to them in their language.
Okay. I'm just gonna gather everyone aside for a second. If the body's finished looting,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
run away.
politely ask everyone to gather.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If that pleases you, Ivar.
Yeah. As much as I can be pleased right now. What do you
Can
want?
I roll a strength to see how far I can throw this body?
Go for it.
Throws it into the mast. Just... No!
Say it goes a nice 5
I've got
feet per
21.
one. It goes 105 feet.
Nice.
As you pick it up, you hold it like a javelin. You know, it's starting to rigor mortis is starting to affect it, so it's getting a bit rigid. And you
Happens
just
real quick in demons.
and it goes 105 feet away.
Basically, the boat's moving at about 100 feet every 6 seconds. And
no,
he
the
just
boat
throws
is
it 5 feet overboard and go.
the boat is not moving because it's kind of blocked.
We were stopped for the night.
Nah, he's just hench.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Another Kraken starts coming up and gets pinged in the face. Okay, fine. Goes back down. sorry.
Are you tossing the
Get-
head out
get
as
him.
well?
No,
No, we'll keep the head. Yeah, we'll keep the head.
absolutely not letting his body go back together again. You know, he only came from the ocean. Yeah, let's return him for free. Hey
We'll mount-
guys,
we'll
we've
mount
got
the-
corpse for you. He was real tough. Here you go.
We'll mount the head on something. We'll mount it on like the mast.
There was so much alchemical ingredient within that. Never mind.
Nobody wants to know what you do with dead bodies. Can we get moving?
Very well. Indeed, I think we should, owing to the fact that apparently we have a tail. I think I know who might be behind this fiend that just sprung upon us.
I mean, it was quite convenient that it happened almost immediately as we entered deeper water.
Yes.
The legends of Aleria gathered on a ship for the first time in centuries.
Yes.
No small event, I suppose. Now, where's the rest of this bastard crew? Are they still hiding downstairs?
Yes, they are.
I am going to go and talk some sense into them. Very politely.
Please do not be polite.
Mm-mm.
What do you
Be less
mean?
polite than you need.
What's wrong? What are you angry with them for?
Wilson, I need to borrow that rifle of yours. I just want it for
Pull
the...
up the shotgun.
Just intimidation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
grab it, it turns into a pistol.
Oh. All right.
What are
Look
you
bigger
angry
in
at the
your
crew
hands.
for? What have they done?
They're hiding.
Nothing.
Nothing. That's the
Precisely
point.
the point. Yeah.
You just hear muffled,
Interesting.
angry noises as I go down, and some clattering and some thudding as I'm knocking people out of their beds and out of their hiding places.
So the crew are very
crew quarters.
adamant that they are not paid enough to walk into a Kraken and die.
I don't see the Kraken up there, do you? Get moving!
Okay, so what is your plan from now on? Are you continuing on the journey? You will be able to continue the journey, however, the crew will expect more pay as they're going to be having to work overtime to get you there. Or are you going back to Aleria?
Can we go more the boat up against, like, overnight? Can we go more up against the shoreline?
You can do that, definitely.
And just do the journey in bits now that we just got our asses kicked.
We did get our asses kicked. No one went down.
Very nearly.
I mean, we
I
all
hurt
got
a
our
lot.
asses kicked real hard, just not
No.
as hard as they did.
Just too stubborn to die.
I'm going to persuade my crew that most of them have been through far worse than this, and just because a single Kraken happens to be on fire does not mean that you need to be paid more, and nor does it renege on our existing contracts. And I would like to persuade them that A,
I'm
they should be
gonna
working,
help.
and B, I don't need to pay them more.
I would like to
Anything,
help
should
with
be
this if I
paying
can.
you for the privilege of
Um,
seeing these magnificent creatures.
I'm not going to allow you to help.
Make
Oh,
this
Okay.
roll.
I'm
at
going to say
super
you're going to need
disadvantage.
a good roll to convince these
Okay.
guys that they don't
I'll-
need
I'll
paid
cast
more for
guidance.
overtime.
Mutiny.
Mutiny.
This is what I do for a living. We hunt demons. They should be aware
No,
of this.
they sail the ship whilst you hunt the demons.
I have some demon hunters on my ship.
They have 8 HP,
We
Max.
all got eaten by the Kraken.
They have
No.
8 health.
They can man a cannon. That's what the cannons are for. I can't fire them all on my own. Although with Wilston, good point. Anyway, persuasion, that's a 16.
Did you add your D4?
No, I
guy?
can't have spelled it.
Wow. I don't get guidance on this one.
I think you are still going to have to pay them more, just not as much more.
I invoke my panache on each of them individually.
No.
And charm them to convince them they do not need to be paid.
And then as soon as one charm ends, the other guy's like, "Hey, wait a minute!" He's going around in a circle forever.
They're charmed for 1 minute. They don't know that they've been charmed afterwards. So
I love how we're trying to get out of this.
We don't have to pay anyone.
true.
We don't.
I do.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
man.
that's your problem.
Should have hired better crew.
Yeah.
They're the same crew I've always
them with a
had.
gun.
They should be better than this.
No,
Especially given that I pay them to fire cannons as well as sail the ship.
We left all those guys in port.
I think you're going to have to pay each of them 11 instead of 10 gold for this journey.
Ooh, you're going to be a pauper.
They get paid at the end of the journey, not at the
They do,
beginning.
yes.
This is good because it gives me enough time to actually accrue some gold.
Do the thing where Jack Black in King Kong, where he and their death won't be in vain. We'll take his money and we'll give it to everybody else.
No, I was going to say you're going to have to pay the deceased family's compensation money because that's how the army works.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fair. We are not technically an official branch of the military, but I do respect that.
No, but it's still just how it works.
Yeah,
They are.
I think
official
demon
parts of the
hunting.
military.
What if we kill the whole family?
Wilson!
Whoa, Wilson's been a touch for a while.
Hey, that's not a character.
Who are you? And what have you done with the real Wilson?
It's just Doomblood just thinking, hey, I mean, that solves the problem.
So yes,
Wilson's mad about the fact that we have so many cannons on ship and not a single one of them had been fired against the Kraken.
Yeah.
How,
I mean, my cannon got fired at the Kraken.
how are you continuing this journey? What are you doing with the Kraken? What are you doing? How are we going forward?
Peeling it off the ship
I want
and
to
getting
cut off a part of the Kraken and cook it and eat it.
You can definitely get some flesh from the Kraken.
Oh boy.
Because it was already on fire, does that mean it's already cooked?
No,
Ah,
it means you've got to cook it extra hard.
I'm not in on this anyway. That's disgusting.
Disgusting. It's just another
Sushi.
animal.
Calamari.
Yeah, I stand by what I said.
Curiosity, man.
Delicious.
Alright. Well, if we want to proceed on stricter watches, and I do glare at a couple of my crew who were supposed to be watching out.
I mean, all of the ones that were watching out were watching out.
And dead.
They're now dead.
Came from below.
Yes, it came from below.
Damn. Okay, I think proceed gently, or do we want to sacrifice protection for speed and just get to room?
Well, it's interesting that it was here ready for us. I mean, I'm aware of these, call them piloted monsters, but not normally down here, at least. It's at least a bit strange.
Not usually this far south.
Did you see anything? Any reason why it could be here when you were looking at the body? I don't know.
It's a strange one. I think perhaps the demon ranks have spies deeper in Illyrians than we suspected, and word got back to, I imagine, Koros. This feels like Hell's Gate at work.
This is where I will mention, Beleric, that the letter is written in Infernal, so I don't know if you can read Infernal, and if you can't, would that change what you do with it?
I haven't seen that it's written in Infernal. I've just
Okay.
pocketed it.
Fair enough.
So, but no, I think I would
Okay.
keep it anyway.
No worries.
He's like, "Ooh, a challenge."
I think I have a spell for that. There's an app for that.
If I hold my camera over it, it just translates it in real time.
It's Beleric Lens.
No, it's Google Translate.
But I'm gonna
Can we
say
take
no. I didn't find
a
it.
quick nap, by the way.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
like an hour nap.
If we take a short rest, I can
Sing a song.
give you the benefits of a long one. I think.
Oh,
Extra healing, I think. Is that right?
I think he's got a spell, maybe.
Give me a minute.
Is it the? I think it's Bard feature, is it?
Song of Rest.
Song of Rest is just extra.
If you spend hit dice or something.
Sorry.
Boy, would I like to spend some hit dice. Just saying. Just saying. Could I start an attempt to have a short rest?
Yeah, I've just got a short rest.
Wow.
Song of Rest.
Yes, you can. You gain the benefits after the short rest, but I will tell you your short rest will go on uninterrupted. Are you just sailing away?
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
I think wait until everyone's had a quick rest and some of the crew have been swapped over. So we'll take the short rest and then pull up anchor and head off.
Okay.
But
What did you call me?
You can all take your short rest then.
Yeah. Velios is going to climb the mast and just sort of keep a lookout from the top of there with his spyglass while resting up.
I'm going to go and have a deeper rest.
You
I think.
kidding me?
I'm gonna. Am I okay going for a 4-hour
Go for it.
transfer?
Do I roll the hit dice for Song of Rest and then everyone gets that, or
Yes.
because
It's
I just rolled
your
an 8,
spell.
so I will give that to everybody if I can.
Nice. So I get 19 plus 8.
Oh, sweet.
I get back up to full HP because of that. Fuck.
I'm going to also try and roll a bit more than that, actually.
So yes, you all take a bit of a rest. You recover slightly.
27.
And yes, it's all starting to smell a bit gross now after these 2 hours because the corpse of the the Kraken is starting to begin.
Janus is going to start chopping off at like the tentacles that's still on.
Yep. You can easily extract yourself from its death clutches. And yes, again, where are you going? What's the plan?
We were somewhere beneath the redwoods at this point, were we?
No, you're where you
How
see
far
on the
did we
map.
get?
You're just at
We're
the
at-
mouth.
Oh, we
to
are
the
where
river.
we are.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
literally as soon as we got out of there.
Yes.
Damn, we
Mouth
got
of the
fucked up. They
Yes.
knew what the hell was going on. Oh man.
I would like to obviously sail further, but with watches. I think that the sooner we get to Rulum, then the less likely we have to endure more of these than necessary.
So you're running people on overtime to get there as quick as possible.
I have 2 watches, so I can do that. Well, I
You
have
had
one-
2
anymore.
watches, and now half of them are dead.
So one of them got eaten, yeah.
I have 1.5 watches, and I'll finish them with these guys.
Can we just go until it is like nighttime and then
It is nighttime. It just
oh
you got to here
When we
as the
take
night shift
rest.
started. You just, if you remember, you just got into bed at the end of the day.
it's up to you. Evelios, it's all you, bud.
Right.
Your boat.
We'll run 3/4 watches each way to make up for the dead, and then we'll run overtime through the night. Anyone with any sailing experience or the willingness to learn would be much appreciated, but obviously I know it is not most of yours forte, as he looks at Ivar, who was turning green up until the fight started.
For some reason, he seems to be a lot better off now. He's just like, yeah, there's
Battle
worse
rage.
things out in the water than rocking from side to side a bit.
You
Go over it real quick.
Okay. So, and then in between rests, as we travel, I'll trance and Wilston, if we could work together on the ship's defenses, that would be much appreciated. I think if we can get the cannons moving as a defensive measure, even with less crew, then it will do us all a world of good.
I can keep watch. I'll keep watch.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
going to be sleeping anyway anytime soon, so
I don't mind giving a hand as well, but I've never sailed a ship.
neither.
There is time to learn.
So you are continuing towards Rulum, full speed ahead. Lovely.
That's the
So
aim.
at some point on the way there, you will have a long rest because it is a. I mean, unless you want to accrue many points of exhaustion, it is up to you guys.
Taking shifts, so split people between, and then obviously take long rests as part of the shift pattern.
Yeah, so you'll all get a long rest on the journey, and you do not get interrupted by any more hellish creatures of the deep.
Woohoo!
Thankfully.
Interesting.
Oh.
And after how long? I can't remember. Wait. Oh. 1, 2, 3. It's about four days. 4 more days of travel to get to Roland. And during this time, you can do some of your ship repairs and such, as there were some cracks and a few small leaks, and some broken bits of rope that have been repaired by Wilston's mending and stuff like that. But you patch it up, you try and sand out some of the burn marks, and you try and get it looking back to what it was looking like before you departed. You do a decent job of that, and after a while, you get close towards Rulum, and I mean, obviously you're close to the port, so you'll get up that morning expecting to arrive within the next hour or so. Is there anything you want to do to prepare for your arrival, or are you just going to rock up?
I mean, that's not my particular area of expertise. I believe Rulum is the domain of Ivar. You know the area better than I do.
Just a little bit.
I love the glasses. Clean the glasses. I have to prepare for this moment.
I'm a northern boy.
Well presented, at the very least. It's been a while since I've seen my father. Yeah, I will probably recruit Belleruk's help to make sure that I look presentable, as he is pretty good at making himself look presentable.
Clean my dagger off and put it back in my hair. So yeah, I will happily just sit for a while and do the whole kind of. So what are you not going to say to your father? What are you going to say to your father? How are you going to wave? And kind of do a. Here is your etiquette. Before we get off the ship, be polite.
Yes, I know how to speak to my own father.
Knew how to speak to your own father. I'm not sure that still stands.
Bollocks.
I thought exactly. What do you want to say to him?
I'll just, I don't know, pretend like I'm in a council meeting.
Maybe pretend very, very hard.
Right.
Very convincing.
A council meeting where I don't hate everybody.
Pretend that you're talking to us. Just speak normally, politely. Don't smile.
Fine.
Don't try to like him. Just be civil. The moment you pretend something, you're instantly going to fail. I love you, but you're going to fail. So be truthful.
Gotten better. Alright, maybe not.
truthful to him. Tell him what you need, but nothing more. Be very careful with your words. If you're not sure, ask me. And I'll continue. Don't lie. An awful liar.
Fine. Can you make sure everyone else looks all right as well?
Janus there with his dirty armor.
Absolutely
Probably-
not.
I was going to say, it's probably still covered with bits of Kraken. I can't imagine you've cleaned it at all.
I'm going to
Gut
go
juice.
round with a round of like prestidigitation for everybody and like filter everybody so that they all look very civil. But I would like, if possible, if I can be picky with prestidigitation, kind of make it look like we've been through something. I don't want to like clean everybody up. I just want to make us look formidable.
I'll allow that to happen, yes. So you prepare kind of for the docking, you get all the gangplank ready and anything that you might need to take off the ship. And you all kind of group up on the edge of Ivelios' ship. And you stand there looking all imposing like the 6 legends that you are as you sail into the port of Rulim. So Rulim is... Rulim used to be, many years ago, before Bastion existed, it used to be the main Dwarven stronghold. It was like the Dwarven capital, basically. However, when the demons came and all of that shit started to go down, they relocated to the Bastion up north, started building the wall, and Rulim kind of got abandoned. However, after the wall fell, the dwarves kind of like, shit, let's migrate back to our old home. And they've come back to Rulim, and in the past 30, 40 years or so, they have been trying to re-establish it as the kind of the grand city it once was. And you can tell that it's not quite there yet. However, it is quite a grand city. So as you sail into the port, there is quite a lot of action going on. There's not many ships sailing in or out, but there is lots of workers walking up and down, pretty much only dwarves. And the city it's very blocky, very much made out of stone. There's very little wood or any of the materials making the houses. They're all just kind of squares and rectangles, maybe a couple of like triangles and stuff like that here and there, but it's mostly just kind of different tiers of rectangles and squares and flat places. Very rigid, straight angles and lines is the kind of is what the dwarves like. And you kind of see on the horizon of the city, backed up against the snowy mountains of the Great Divide, is the castle, which you can see from the port. And it is a huge multi-tiered building made up of many squares and rectangles with a couple of spires placed on it at different occasions. But it's basically structured a bit like a giant staircase with like different varying heights on the steps. They kind of start off kind of like lower and longer, and then they get higher and shorter the higher up they go, until they get to a kind of a tall point, and it's built into the face of one of the rocks. And you see Rulim as it kind of it's displayed in front of you in all its glory. They haven't put as much work into repairing the docks as the rest of it, as you can still see lots of signs of abandonment here and there, lots of cracks and disrepair. But as you sail in, almost immediately as you lower the gangplank, you start to hear whispers from the workers that are walking around of, it's Ivar, it's Michael, no, it's Ivar, it's Eric, I know that man, it's Janus the Warbreaker. You started to hear whispers almost immediately. Most of them, when they say Ivar's name, look a little bit irritated, but they're quite in shock and like whoa, it's legends. Most of them just kind of walk past you, but a few people kind of like stop and stare slightly as you disembark from the ship. So what do you do?
Well, everybody, don't speak to anyone who's carrying anything. They're busy. Leave them alone.
Very well.
We're not too happy to be here either. We bring death with us. Act accordingly.
Yes.
To be honest, I think they're more bothered by me being here, but needs must.
Indeed. Yeah.
Come on
let's
then,
stay
I'll
behind.
show you the way.
I'll stay behind quickly and portion out what remains of my treasury to the crew.
Okay, so it's 11 gold to each of the crew for this journey. I mean, you can just pay them half because the journey was there and back. So I mean, I assume you pay them half when you get there, so they can spend a little bit when they're here. So I mean, you can pay each of them 5, and there's 16 of them left. So if you pay each of them half of the journey, so that they can go off and spend it in the taverns and such like.
$80.
$80.
And Ivar, you lead them through the streets of Rulan. The whispers follow you, and a few kids kind of like start to hesitantly come up to you, but usually they're stopped by their parents. And as I said, it's pretty much only dwarves. You might spot maybe 1 or 2 humans, but it is 99.9999999% dwarves. It's it's the dwarven capital, right? Why would they want anyone else here? And you can tell it's dwarven city. All of the doors are not of your height. All of the walkways are a little bit narrower. However, all the buildings are definitely compensating for something. You don't know why dwarves need like 12-foot high ceilings, but apparently they do.
Hammers.
They're like hanging up a lot of things in there. They love their decor.
As you walk through the city, you see lots of displays of your stereotypical dwarven things that dwarves are good at. Good stone smithing, nice statues and architecture. And you walk past a few like open kind of blacksmithing areas where people are forging weapons and such. As you make your way to the castle, as you are after the king.
Much.
So
Our king, at least.
Yeah, the dwarven king. So
before we kind of go inside, I'd like to just kind of put my hand on Ivar's shoulder, and kind of hopefully quietly enough that at least the crowds and people won't hear. People close might be like, kind of just do you've been through worse. You can do this, and we're all here next to you. And I'm gonna give some inspiration.
Ooh, lovely. Like I said, you walk through the city and you do arrive at the castle. So the entrance to the dwarven stronghold is a very large staircase that leads up into the first part of the building, and it is currently guarded by about 6 heavily plate armored dwarves. They wear the same colours as the Alerian army because it's all one kingdom. They may have a dwarven king, but they are all under the same rulership. He's not. There is technically only one king. Your father isn't really a king. That's just kind of his title.
Yeah, it's more of an honorary kind of leader of the dwarves.
He's a dwarven king. He's not a king in terms of recognition of a king in Aleria.
He's like the highest rank of dwarf, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you walk up, these dwarves, they lower their halberds down to kind of block the staircase. And they say, state your business, legends.
First of all, I'd like to see if there's any identifying marks on any of their armor, like any house name, any armor made by a certain smith, or if they are from a certain family or anything like that I might recognize.
Just give me a perception, I think.
21.
21. They are just... they wouldn't have any house symbols. They are your king's... Sorry, they are Ingvar's guards. They're like their own thing. So they just wear, the white and gold armor of the knights of Aleria. They don't have any other symbols other than that.
Would they have served on the wall at any point?
Not these particular ones, no.
These ones might have been.
Yeah, they look quite fresh-faced, quite young for a dwarf, for dwarves.
Well then, in that case, we are here to seek an audience with the king.
Upon what grounds do you want an audience?
We will require passage into the Great Divide, and may need assistance in doing so.
Okay, I will relay this to the king. If you must wait here, please. And one of them turns around and walks up the stairs. And he's gone for about 20-25 minutes. So if you want to do anything whilst you're waiting, you can. If not, we will just wait. Time skip until the NPC comes back.
I'll be discussing quietly canon improvements with Wilston and figuring out ways to, improve them.
Janus will be stood there quietly, arms crossed, flicking some dirt off his armor.
It stood next to Ivar, just once quiet, but kind of, just trying to silently assure.
Lovely.
He's just spinning the hammer. Just spinning it, turning the head constantly. Nervous.
So,
put a hand on.
After about 20-25 minutes, the guard returns with another dwarf by his side. This dwarf he's wearing the same colours as the Knights of Aleria. He's wearing white and gold, but it's more kind of like leathery armour, and it's just kind of like some gold like rings around parts of the armour, and the leather's like painted white. Long flowing cape, and no like facial armour either. He also looks relatively young, or at least older than these guards. He looks to maybe be about like 40 or 50, which is relatively young. And he follows the guard down, and he greets you all.
Well, what news from my father?
He is happy to see you. Maybe happy. He is ready for your audience now if you wish to proceed.
I think that would be for the best. The less we trouble him with our presence, the better.
Please follow me then. He turns around and starts walking up the stairs.
Ivar's just muttering to himself after we leave the front gate away from those guards. Too bloody young.
So you're led through the castle, past lots of statues and paintings of epic battle scenes upon the bastion, and some paintings of what Rulan once looked like, in previous years, in its grandest, in its height of value and riches. You walk past many guards, lots of kind of like servants and people cleaning and such like, until you arrive to a large set of quite plain looking thick stone double doors, which the guy who's leading you, he pushes them open, and they open with a low groan to reveal a throne room. It's very plain compared to the throne room in Illyrians. It is lots and lots of plain stone. The throne itself is made of plain stone. There's maybe a few gems here and there, but it's very plain. There's a few stone pillars, and it's kind of set up the same way as the Illyrian throne room, where there's like seats around the edge of the room for like council members and such to sit in, but they are mostly empty. You can maybe see about 5-10 people sat in them currently, and there's not very many of them. And then sat in the throne room at the far side is someone. Some of you might recognise, some of you might not. It is Ingvar. Ingvar? Is it Ingvar? Yeah, Ingvar Cragstrom, who is the Dwarven King. He's very large for a dwarf. He's about 5'4"-ish, from what you can tell whilst he's sat down. He's very, very big, and he's wearing big, like, furry, fluffy clothing, so you can't tell if he's really fat or if he's really muscled. But, you know, as all Dwarven Kings should, he's got a really big, thick, black beard with a bit of, like, grey tickling the edges. And placed upon his bald head is a crown. Also quite plain. It appears to be crafted out of stone as well. It has a single gem in the middle at the top. It looks to be maybe like a diamond or a sapphire or something like that. And he's sat there really relaxed, laid back with his arms on either side of the throne. One leg kind of crossed over his other. As he's sat back, as he's just kind of like surveying you as you enter. And he says nothing as you walk in, and you kind of take your positions before him. He just doesn't say anything.
First thing I do is to take my hammer and I put it in front of me and just lay it on the floor in front of me. Kind of like tossing it a little bit at the end, so it makes a little bit of a clattering noise and fills the room with slight echo. I come with no weapon in hand.
I'm going to mirror that with my rapier and same.
To what do I owe the pleasure, son of mine? Why have you come?
You don't have to be polite with me, Father. We are here through necessity. It seems as though needs must. We have come upon information regarding some sort of prison, and within it, a powerful general of the demons, and we need to speak to them.
I've heard tell. And why have you come here?
Well, the map that we have in our possession indicates that it will be hard to access the location without passage through from Rulum, and we might need assistance getting there from the folk of this place.
He takes a deep breath and a slow exhale. We have some rangers who could assist you on the journey. I have one in mind that could take you there. Where is this? Show me this map.
May I approach?
He slightly nods, almost imperceptibly, but it's very slight.
And I will withdraw the scroll here and then approach with it, and I will hand it over to him.
One of the people that stood next to him kind of steps. The throne's up a flight of stairs. So one of the people next to him walks down and kind of puts their hand out for the scroll.
Like the judge in like a court thing. It's like, no, you don't get to hand it directly.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Yeah. But I will keep like laser focused on that person as I hand it over.
So he takes it and he holds it. You know, part of the job is to, you know, obviously make it obvious that no funny business is going on. So he's holding it, you know, open in his hands, no sudden movements. And he takes it up to the king, and the king looks at it intently and kind of, you know, strokes his mustache and his beard a little bit. He takes a while. He's very deliberating kind of person. He thinks hard on his decisions. So almost an uncomfortable amount of silence later, about a minute or 2 minutes, he kind of makes a bit of a grumble, like a and passes it back, and the guy comes and takes it back down to you. Oh, pardon me. This is a dangerous part of the Divide. It all is, but a particularly dangerous place. As I said, I have one ranger who I can send with you.
That will be enough. I trust in your decision.
Is that all?
I turn slightly to see if anyone else has anything they'd like to add. Now's your chance.
Slight check.
Wilson just like frozen in fear, being in this massive room,
Maybe
realizing
a couple
that
of
if they
things.
search them.
First of all, we have some crew in the docks. Would they be welcome to stay here?
Of course.
Um,
Well, if by here you mean in Rulan, that is fine.
absolutely. Secondly, you'll be glad to know that Wilston is alive and well, it seems,
I
and
see.
might be of some use with his formula for the cement that we used up at the wall. Dries twice as quick, twice as hard, and uses half as much.
Well, I will speak to your friend at some point. If that is all.
And I will back the fuck off.
He stands up from his throne, leans down to one of his aides, and walks back behind the throne, out of one of the doors that's built into the back wall, swiftly, and he is gone within moments.
And
the guy
when
that-
he is gone, I
Yep.
will then pick up my weapon.
Yep. And then the person that brought you in is like, well then, do you want me to take you to this ranger? When would you like
As
to leave?
possible. Oh, well,
We need to prepare for the journey or anything.
probably
I'm
good to
guessing
get
we
some
have the map.
rations and some warm clothes.
Day to prepare?
Well, I will. Go on.
Did they give us the map back?
Yes. He walked
Yes.
back down and gave it to Ivar.
Yeah, they just walked off with it real quick. They're like,
No. He walked back down and gave it back to Ivar. The guide, the castle guide will. I will take you to the scout. No worries. And you can deal with stuff there. We'll have to find accommodations outside of the castle. We are still undergoing renovations. You understand? All the rooms are currently in use and all that kind of stuff.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Do you think they would lie to me?
Yes.
What? Dwarves don't lie.
23.
Dwarves do lie. They do not want you to stay here. You get the sense that they just don't want you in the castle.
Are renovations still going on?
I mean, yes, but I mean, yeah, you've seen some renovations going on, but at the same time, this is an incredibly large building. So to think that they don't even have a single room that you could bunk in
I think
is
they do renovations on all of them at once.
yeah, it's a bit of a ridiculous statement.
Okay. Thank you.
You probably get the sense that it's such a ridiculous statement because he's just literally just dismissing me, like it being insulting on purpose. Like, oh no, we've got far too many renovations, and I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, okay.
So the guide leads you through the castle, the stronghold, to a small little kind of offshoot room where there is. He knocks onto it, and you hear kind of like a gruff enter. And inside the room, it's like a little bit of an office where you can see the walls are lined with different furs and pelts and kind of like hunting trophies and some crossbows, some bows, some fine dwarven weapons. And sat at the desk is a dwarf. He's wearing similar kind of like leather, gold, white and goldish armor to the person that's been guiding you around the castle. And he's sat there in a big kind of maybe like a wolf pelt or like some sort of animal pelt armchair. With his legs kicked up on the desk and a small book in his hands, and he's puffing on a pipe. Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
a heavy pipe.
And he's puffing on a pipe, And as you enter, he's just, released a big circle of smoke. And as soon as you enter, he kind of coughs on it and like it's. Hello. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? He kind of scratches his head. Legends? Hello? He puts the pipe away in a drawer quickly, waves away the smoke.
The drawer's just smoking. Oh, shit.
Catches on fire.
I'm just looking at this guide like... Are we done?
Are we done?
Is this him?
Yes, this is the man. And at which point the guy in the chair kind of looks a little bit confused. I'm the man? What man? Hello?
Of course,
You're the man.
You get to come with us.
At which point the guide is like, I trust you know your way out, and he kind of backs out the room.
I just glare at him as he leaves, like, have you set us up?
And the dwarf, he takes his feet off the desk and he stands up, brushes himself down. What's this about, lads? What do you need me for? What are you here for? It wasn't
Not
me.
too busy, not interrupting you.
No, it definitely, no, it wasn't me. I had nothing to do with it. Nothing at all.
Oh, well. That's a shame, because that would have earned you the promotion then. Never mind, I suppose we're in the wrong place.
Ah! Good one. No, messing with you, of course. No, it was me, yes. All along. Lovely. What was me?
Yeah, you shouldn't have admitted that.
I admitted what? You never read me my rights. I did not say anything. You can't prove it.
For the first time in a very long time, Janus lets out like a low chuckle.
I'm gonna turn so that my back is to the guy with not with the pipe. I'm gonna face Ivar and loud enough so that he can still hear me go, "We've clearly got the wrong person. This man's an idiot. He can't help us."
I think you might be right.
There's no way he's up for such a dangerous task. Come on, look at him.
I'm definitely not paying that much money for a fool.
What?
Paying money for cannon fodder.
No.
I'm very, 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 very confused at the moment, right? So, what's going on?
You are taking us into the Great Divide.
Am I now?
By
That's
order
an
of the
Told you
king.
were capable.
interesting statement. And why would I be taking you into the Great Divide? What is the purpose of this great quest?
I don't think that you are, actually, because you don't look to be up to the task.
Ooh. Is Bellerock actually like pissed off right now?
Insight check if you like.
Does he look like he's pissed off?
He looks very doubtful at this person's capabilities.
It looks like negging.
You may think what you want, but I am the expert on the Great Divide. I'm the one that knows everything you would need to know. Where are we going? I can tell you exactly what beasts you might find there, how you can survive the weather. I can tell you where to make camp, how to avoid the snowfalls, the ice traps, the pitfalls, anything you need to know about the Great Divide. I am your dwarf.
What's your name? Because I've never heard of you.
Ooh.
My name's Hargren. Hargren Quickeye, and he points to one of his eyes. As he points to it, you can see that it's got a white cataract in it.
Have I heard of this person? Does their reputation precede them at all?
I don't think it does, no.
Okay, I'm going to continue to look incredibly doubtful at this person. And go, well, I've not heard of you. Pity.
Fine.
That's bad form, really.
I've heard of most people who are worth hearing about, and it appears, Argrim, that you don't make my list.
Well, interesting. However, if you need to go into the Great Divide, You need my help.
How do we know that you're up for the task?
He gestures around all of the trophies in his room and the weapons. As I said, I know anything and everything there is to know, or that we do know. All the knowledge about the Great Divide is up in here.
Or that you know how to get hold of such potentially real artifacts. How do we know that you're capable of our task?
If you tell me what the task is, I can provide you with some great knowledge.
Let me ask you a question, laddie. If you know everything about the Great Divide, then why did you not know I was alive?
Who are you? In fact,
Ooh, it just gets
I am the
worse.
warsmith. You know, all the cannons on the wall back in the day. I built them all, I kept them all in shape. And then when everything fell, I went into the Great Divide and lived there for 30 years. So if you're such an
interesting.
expert...
So if you remember,
how-
I said I know everything that we know about the Great Divide. I did not say I know everything. Everything that there is to know that we can know. Obviously, if it's not something that we could have found out, I won't know it. However, I have many experiences of delving into those mountains.
Is smoke coming out of his ears yet?
No.
Damn, we're trying to cook his brain.
When was the last time you went into the mountains?
He scrambles for some paper on his desk and scrolls through it. 3 months ago. And he slaps a piece of paper down on the table.
Insight check.
And I take the piece of paper.
Oh my god!
I'd like
Bullying
to
at this point.
look at the receipts.
Surely. So this piece of paper details a mission that they went on to hunt a magical deer type creature. It's like a kind of like a snow stag that had. It was rumored to have extremely powerful magic contained in its antlers, and it details how they found the creature, they tracked it down, how specifically Hargrin was the person to, lead this expedition. It details how they successfully found the creature and how they now have its horns. That's what it says.
And do okay, fair enough. And show Ivar this piece of paper.
Does it have an official seal on it somewhere on this report, or a signature of some renown?
Probably yes. It would have some sort of signature. Yeah,
Like a stamp from some office in Rulham somewhere.
Yeah. It would have Hargrin's signature on it, along with a couple of the people that went with him, and also a couple of people in like the office that have kind of verified,
like witnesses, and then also like the official notary and all that.
Does it have a price on it? Like a kind of, and here's how much you were paid for doing such a thing.
Oh, like a job sheet.
Was it an invoice?
Nope.
You can write this off on your taxes.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Anyway, and he seems a little bit more confident now. He puts his feet back up on the table. If you want to go on the Great Divide, you'll need some new clothes. You'll need some potions. You'll need a lot more things than you currently have on you. And I'm your man. If you want to do this, just let me know. I will be waiting here. And I think we shall probably end it there for today.
Not bad. I'm trying to bully a dwarf.
What a guy. Love bullying.
I'm so offended that he thinks I need more potions.
Yeah.
I definitely do.
Lovely. Anyway, thank you everyone who came and watched. And thanks guys for showing up. I hope you enjoyed.
No problem.
As usual, if you want to join one of the games that I run, I have a start playing games thing where I run paid sessions if you want. There's a link below. Ivar's now a cool epic gaming streamer. He plays League. I don't judge him too hard, alright?
Definitely not playing League on Wednesdays anymore.
The links down below as well for that if you want to go catch him when he's live. Other than that, we'll see you next week, same time, 6 till 9.